Gotta get up now. Get up, yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just the way I am. You know. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just the way I am. You know.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
My name is Naomi P. Umkabayi Gamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCE Mist. My name is MooCee Mist.
And apologies with that. I hope that now sound is fixed as our best technical team were behind it. And thank you so much for letting us know that the sound was not there. But with that being said, it's another great morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. So much to be unpacked on this beautiful Monday morning, because you know Mondays are always about motivation and unpacking some of the things that took place, of course, throughout the weekend. Please do make sure that you share some of those special moments with us by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and connect with us throughout all our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, if you want to connect with us on our WhatsApp line, it is open right now. The number to dial is 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. My name is Moeketsi Maimane, and I'm happy to be with you throughout up until the last hour, which is 10 o'clock, just to unpack and be with you, give you that energetic start to your day. And speaking of energetic start to your day, you know that we kickstart your day with what we call picture of the day. You're asking yourself where and how can we improve our bucket list, and what are we highlighting on this morning? So for today, we are highlighting Umhlanga Sands Resort. It's a family favorite beachfront escape in Umhlanga Rocks, offering panoramic Indian Ocean views, direct access to the promenade, and all sea-facing units for a true coastal holiday experience. Known for its warm weather, lively kids entertainment, on-site restaurants, and easy access to Durban attractions, it's one of South Africa's most sought-after timeshare and self-catering destination. So hope that for this festive season, you will take or you will go out together with your family members or your friends to go and enjoy the Sands Resort out there in Durban, because you know that Durban is one of the most visited destinations when it comes to festive season right here in South Africa. So we are here to help you to enhance that traveling with your family members. That's all for what we have in terms of our picture of the day, and in terms of connecting and meeting some of the people who are doing wonderful work. Today we're going to be joined by Adeline Singh and Tony Da Silva, the founders of STINT NPO, supporting those in need together, also known as the STINT. Was formed in January 2021. STINT was formed through a vision shared between Tony Da Silva and Adeline Singh, who are members of the community in the Veldven Park, each doing their own work in society to help uplift their fellow community members. So for our movers and shakers, they will be the people that we're going to be highlighting, and they're going to be joining us. If you also want to get information about how to start such organization in your community, please do make sure that you ask them questions and you connect with them by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Comment down below in the comment section, or you can call them in while they are in the studio by dialing the number 060-493-3226. And then we're also going to be joined by Petty, who is the founder of Ogle Foundation NPC. Full name, Patricia Petty Ogle, is a visionary founder of the Ogle Foundation NPC, dedicated to driving community development, youth empowerment, and gender-based violence advocacy. With a deep passion for uplifting vulnerable communities, she works to empower women, girls, and young people while fostering sustainable change. She is going to be here with us and sharing all of the information that you need to know just to build those sustainable community and live in peace and harmony. If you also want to connect with her, please do the same. Comment section or dial the number in. I can't wait to be with them, and I hope that you also can't wait to be with them while they are going to be joining us right here in the studio. So for now, let us take a short break, and then when we come back, going to give you latest news, sports headlines. So don't switch the dial. And once again, a very good morning. Let us keep you updated with your latest news headliner. Starting off with your first news headliner. Soweto street bash turns violent and calls for increased security after robbery and assault. Resident of Deep Kloof Zone 5 in Soweto demanding tighter security at street parties after recent bash turned violent. Attendees were robbed and assaulted by alleged gangsters, prompting residents to retaliate, resulting in one fatality. The event, hosted by a popular Amapiano artist, has raised concerns about the safety at such gatherings. Community leader Tabongayo urged party organizers to take full responsibility, warning that these events endanger both residents and local security effort. On your next headline, the big DSTV shake-up coming in 2026. A standoff between MultiChoice and Warner Bros. Discovery could see 12 major channels including CNN, Cartoon Network and Discovery Channel vanish from DSTV on December 31st. This follows the confirmed exit of 4 Paramount channels totaling 16 losses. While MultiChoice insists the pricing won't change and alternatives are ready, Warner Bros. Argues their content is irreplaceable, citing dominance in kids, movies and lifestyle categories. Warner Bros. Hints at a direct-to-consumer shift if no deal is reached. With the deadline looming, millions of South African viewers face a potential New Year's blackout in high-stakes content battle. Your last news headline: court rules in favor of publishing matric results of a public platform. The Gauteng High Court has ruled that matric results can be published on public platform provided by only examination numbers are used to protect the students' privacy. The court dismissed the Information Regular's claim that this violates the Protection of Personal Information Act, which is the POPIA, calling concerns about students memorizing each other's numbers fanciful. The ruling overturned a 5 million rand fine imposed on the Department of Basic Education for publishing results in 2024. AfriForum welcomed the decision by saying it balances privacy with public interest and ensures continued access to results for current and future matriculants. That's all for your news headline. Now heading over to your sports news, starting off with football. Salah back in Liverpool fold as Arsenal grab a last gasp win. Mohamed Salah returned to form with an assist with a Liverpool 2-0 win over Brighton, days after criticizing the club and manager Arne Slot. The win, Liverpool's first at Anfield since November, lifted them to 6th. Salah now holds the Premier League record for most goal involvement at a single club. Arsenal narrowly beat the Wolves 2-1 thanks to 2 own goals, maintaining their lead. Chelsea beat Everton 2-0, but manager Enzo Maresca voiced frustration over lack of internal support. Fulham edged Burnley 3-2. Salah now departs for the Africa Cup of Nations, potentially missing a 5-week. On the next football headline, Orlando Pirates make history as Carling All-Stars taste the first Carling Cup defeat. Orlando Pirates defeated the fan-selected All-Stars team 2-0 to win the Carling Cup, becoming the first side to beat All-Stars in the competition's history. Despite missing key players on AFCON duty, Pirates impressed with goals from Sfiso Lutuli and Boitumelo Radiopane. Dion Hoto started with a crucial assist, while goalkeeper Melusi Buthelezi remained largely untested. The All-Stars had 2 penalty appeals denied in the scrappy first half. Pirates' win follows a recent Carling knockout triumph, capping a strong festive run with a rotated squad blending youth and experience. Lastly, on your marathon news, George Kush on balancing work and running. Runner and data scientist Kush advocates for athletes to pursue stable careers alongside sports, citing the uncertainty of performance-based contracts. Despite a demanding schedule, he balances full-time work with training, aiming for top 10 finish at the 2026 Comrades Marathon. Kush, who placed 4th at the Soweto Marathon and 12th in the Comrades debut, aspires to specialize in ultra marathons and compete internationally. He urges athletes to maintain discipline, especially during the festive season. Inspired by Stephen Mukoka, Nick Bester and Bruce Fordyce, Kush dreams of running the New York and Berlin's marathons in what he hopes will be a breakthrough year. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports news and updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us using hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send us your voice note on 0604933226. Now let's get you safe on those roads with your latest traffic update. On the KZN roads, there is a crash on the N2 southbound just before the Queen Nandi interchange. The left lane is open, but please approach with caution. Coming back to Gauteng, a stationary vehicle on the N3 northbound after Linksfield Road is blocking the left lane, so drive carefully. There is another stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound at the Proof Plus interchange that is also affecting the left lane, so please proceed with caution. That's all for your traffic. If you happen to be on the road, do make sure to share your traffic update using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send us your voice note on 0604933226. And you can also connect us by heading over to the underground radio for audio only, or you can also get the app on App Store and Play Store. It is underground radio. In the meantime, we're going to take a short break, and then when you come back, we will give you a daily dose of positivity. But for now, let us give you your latest on weather update.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
My name is Naomi P. Umkabayi Gamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MooCee Mist. My name is MooCee Mist.
It's so easy for me to say what I'm thinking. It's so obvious for you, my heart keeps beating. I don't mind. Something about you that keeps me alive.
It's another great, exciting morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Once again, a very good morning to the Vooka family and the underground family. From wherever you are listening and watching from, I would like to say welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Vooka Breakfast Show. I hope that you guys are going to be with us and connecting with us throughout the show. And I always say, the people who are watching and listening are my co-host. So please help me to host this show throughout until the last hour, 10 o'clock, by engaging with us by using our social media platforms. Right now we are live on YouTube, and you can simply subscribe so that whenever we go live, you will be notified that your best breakfast team is live and ready to get the things going. It's Monday, and we know that for each and every Monday, we need to get the motivation to keep things going, just to kickstart this beautiful morning of ours. We are from the weekend. There's a lot of things that took place, of course, from the weekend that we can also unpack and help you to unpack. There is some event you went to, or the weekend itself was nice. That is what we are asking on this morning. How was your weekend? Talk to us and engage with us on all social media platforms. I can't wait to hear from you because we have so much to unpack for you. And speaking of so much to unpack, let me just give you in terms of what to expect on today's show, because it's going to be nice and energetic as always. So I always need you to be on that energetic mode from wherever you are watching and listening. Pella, it is the 15th of December. We are deep within the festive season. So I know that wherever you are, you have to be excited. You have to be happy. You have to be looking forward to the days of, spending some time, not some time, but quality time with your family members and your friends. So for today, of course, I'm going to come back and give you your financials in terms of how is the rand performing with other currencies out there. Maybe you have planned a trip to go abroad, whether it's Europe, whether it's Middle East, whether it's South America. We are going to find out how is the rand doing with other currencies so that it can make things much more easier for our itinerary. And then the icebreaker that we're going to have for this morning that I would like you and invite you to this discussion is cash versus taps. Which one keeps your budget in checks, right? Which one keeps your budget in check? Right, I want to hear from you because I will come back and give you more context in terms of what do I mean. Because it is very important just to give context to what we are talking about, as we will want to hear from your side, your opinion, your sentiment in terms of what you have to say. And then we'll come back with a news recap on some of the news that you have missed. Quite important just to give you what you have missed, because there's so many things that are happening. I mean, the one that has just happened recently in Deep Kloof Zone 5, where these kids who are calling themselves gangsters, they go around harassing people, because that festive is a season for parties. It's a season for events. So there are people who are busy planning things, that are very bad out there, that are disturbing the cause of the events from going on. So we're going to be recapping that on your news headlines. And then that we have what we call your daily bread, which is today in history. Some of the national days that are being celebrated out here that you don't know they are being celebrated. Hence we say, if you don't know, you will know. So stay tuned and stay with us, because we're going to be unpacking that for you. And of course, coming through with some celebrity birthdays. And I always encourage you to, if you know someone who is growing up or who is having their birthday today, celebrating their birthday on the 50th of December, please give them a shout out on the comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or you can send us a voice note on 0604933226. We can't just wait to hear from you and celebrate their birthday and make it a special moment. Each and every birthday needs to be celebrated in a very special moment. Right, and then another discussion that we're going to be into today is the victory lap. Why the last stretch feels the hardest, but pays off big. Right, you're asking yourself, what victory lap is that? I mean, we know that the last stretch are your last days, maybe heading over to your rest. for the rest of the year. You understand? Sometimes that last week or that last 2 weeks, they really feel like the stretch, and they really feel like the hardest, right? Compared to when you're starting, compared when you are in June, in August, in March, in April. But whenever you're close to closing at work, there is that burden that you feel. There is that fatigue that you feel. Hence, we call it the year-end fatigue. I mean, for us, it is our last week of streaming until we come back next year, January. So, are we feeling that? Am I feeling that? It's something that we're going to be discussing. So, I just can't wait to hear from you on some of the thoughts and sentiments that you have. If you want to share something right now, come through. Let me know if you are feeling the fatigue and you can't wait to close and have the rest that you have been waiting for, right? Come through on the comment section and let me know what you think. And then on the interviews that we're going to be having, the guests that are going to be joining us right here, 2 people from the STINT operation, right? Supporting those in need. That is the full abbreviation of the STINT, which is supporting those in need together, right? It was formed, of course, in January by Tony Da Silva and Adeline Singh. They are going to be here in the studio and telling us about the organization, what it does for the community, and how can people continue, to support them to be where they are. And then lastly, we're going to be joined by Patricia Petty Ogle, who is the visionary founder of Ogle Foundation, which is the NPC dedicated to driving community development, youth empowerment, and gender-based violence advocacy. We know that it is the biggest pandemic right now in our country. So she is going to be talking about that, as she is a big advocate against GBV. So if you do happen to have any questions for her, you can just come through on the comment section. Right, there's so many things, of course, that are going to be unpacked in terms of social media. What is trending on our socials right now? Because funny thing is, as much as I'm playing music behind, on the background, you're asking yourself, what kind of music is this? This is just the cool music just to get you in the mood for this beautiful Monday morning. But are you listening to the lyrics? What are they saying? Because something interesting is Vocalistic and DJ Maphorisa, they are dragged for teasing a new song called Matlala. I mean, in what is happening right now, can you go and, make a song about Matlala? What are you going to say? I mean, some of the lyrics that I heard was like, Matlala wa iphandela, he's a hustler and things like that. We are not saying and we're not taking anything, that he does and that he did as something bad. But we see him as someone who was hustling, right? So why do we have to blame a Kasi gent who was hustling, right? But we know that a lot of people have lost their lives. He has been implicated in some of the most horrific crimes, which is the Tembisa Hospital, scam, which a lot of billions and millions of monies were stolen. Right, so we're going to be, looking into that, what it implies, what are people saying out there, because people are like, artists like these, they don't feel ashamed of what they're doing, but others are protecting and saying, no, it's just a song, guys. That is what, mainstream media does. Whenever they see something, they just grab an opportunity because it's a livelihood for them. So we're going to be looking deeper into that. Some of the things that you have missed. I mean, Matlala has responded, to some cases that they are not loyal to individuals but to the ANC. Right? That is the case that in response to Matlala's criticism. I mean, there is a lot that we're going to be unpacking. There is a lot that we're going to be talking about and discussing right here. All I need you to do is to use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Stay with us as we are going to be bringing you all the best that you need for this Monday morning. Some comments are coming through. I see them. So let me just go through the comments. I see Temimni came through saying a very good morning to our energetic best Vooka team, Vooka Nation and the Underground Radio DBN team on a cloudy Monday. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivukile. That's what we we always need to do. That's the most important ingredient of the day, which is sivukile. That Miss Q Rams comes through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. A blessed day to you all. A blessed day to you too. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope that you're going to be enjoying this beautiful day with us, as there is so much to unpack. I also want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? What are your sentiments and some of the things that we're going to be discussing? And then Ms. Tembimni comes through once again saying, hashtag happy blessed Monday, stay safe and focus. Yes, it is very important to focus on this festive season because it comes with a lot of things that we need to look out for. So we will be focused. Thank you so much for that, Ma. And then she comes to saying, hashtag 196 episode to see ya. Yes, indeed we are going, because on Friday we will be doing our 200th episode for the year. 200 on the dot. So of course for us it is a very huge victory lap, right? So all I need you to do is to grab that cup of coffee, grab that glass of water, whether it's juice, because we'll be back with more to unpack after this short break. So don't go anywhere.
Heartbeats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. Going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath, and I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like someone can never get enough. Some of sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? It's stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like someone can never get enough. Some of sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low. 'Cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like someone can never get enough. Some of sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide?
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Famous Naomi P. Umkabayi Gamakusazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MooCee Mist. My name is MooCee Mist.
But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door. Even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back.
It's still a beautiful Monday morning, and I hope that you are having a great time. Of course, kickstarting it and looking forward to what will be happening, throughout your day. It is very important to kickstart it by having those wonderful and good vibes. That's why we are always here to help you and give you those vibes. So do make sure that you connect with us throughout our social media platforms. We have Vooka Breakfast Show. The hashtag to use is the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now we are live on YouTube. Please, if you know a friend, tell a friend to tell their friends that please subscribe and press the notification button, because we are the only best breakfast show, of course, in the heart of Johannesburg, which is Soweto. Right, so we don't want to take that away from you, so you have all the work to do that and share with your friends. Because there is so much, and not forgetting that we are still doing that SIMULCAST where Johannesburg meets Durban. If you want to listen to audio only just to get the experience, because you understand that there are people who cannot watch and listen at the same time, they can only listen. So you just head over to underground radio dbn.co.za to catch the full experience of listening online. And if you want the app, you can just simply head over to Play Store or App Store to get yourself the app. Right, so we know that we want those experiences coming to our way. I mean, it's festive season. It's time to get ourselves on that high and energetic note. But with that being said, I think it's very important to let you know in terms of what is happening with the weather across South Africa right now. Because if you are in Johannesburg, if you are in Khayelitsha, if you are in Soweto, Bloemfontein, Pretoria, you are in Durban and Cape Town, there are some degrees that you need to expect throughout the day. And speaking of that, if you are in Cape Town, it's a beautiful rise and shine, because you should get ready for a magnificent day with clear skies at a pleasant 20 degrees. And in Durban, you are in for a beautiful day with clear skies and a lovely 25 degrees. And coming over to Pretoria, you should get ready for a beautiful day with clear skies and a comfortable 17 degrees. And in Bloemfontein, it's a pleasant 19 degrees out there with just a few scattered clouds to greet your day. And then right here in the heart of Soweto, in the heart of Johannesburg, which is Soweto, it's a beautiful 16 degrees with clear skies to start your day. And in Khayelitsha, we've got a beautiful clear sky overhead and a comfortable 19 degrees to start your day. And then in Johannesburg, it's a cool 15 degrees under overcast skies today. So please do make sure and be wary of the weather throughout the day, as we have been having those rainy days. So please do make sure that you check your weather before you go out, because if anything comes, some development from the South African Weather Services, we will let you know that this is what you need to expect for the rest of your day. And a very important thing that we must do is to kickstart this day on a very high energetic note, which is the inspirational messages that comes, of course, with the quotes that are followed by the quote. And you're asking yourself, what is our inspirational message for this morning, and what is our code for this morning? Today, I've got some of profound words that you can use for the rest of the day, and they read as follows: keep shining bright and spreading positivity wherever you go. Right, on this motivational Monday, inspirational Monday, and inspirational message that we have for you is keep shining bright and spreading positivity wherever you go. And the quote that we have is from Dolly Parton. She says, if you see someone without a smile, give them yours. Right? If you see someone without a smile, just give them yours, because we know happiness, smile, those are contagious things. If you see someone frowning and you smile towards them, of course they are going to catch that smile that you are giving them, right? So transfer good energy, transfer good things to other people out there. Right, that is a beautiful and profound message that we have for you, and a quote from Dolly Parton. Hope that you're going to use those messages to kickstart this beautiful Monday of yours. 060-4933-226. That is the number that you need to call us in. Right, just to get this day ahead of us And of course, it's Monday. Monday, they can always feel like they are dragging. But we are here to help you to get rid of that slump. We know that Wednesday also come with its own slump. So do get ready, because right now we're going to be joined by our esteemed guest from STINT, right? Supporting those in need, also known as STINT. It was formed in January 2021. STINT was formed through a vision shared between Tony Da Silva and Adeline Singh, who are the members of the community in Velderen Park, each doing their own work in society to help uplift their fellow community members. So we can't just wait to be in conversation with them, and they're going to share much information about what they do. And if you are someone who knows anyone who's interested in community work, please do make sure that you can connect with them, as they will be joining us shortly. Just to start our day in a very high energetic note. And as of course I mentioned, that there is so much to unpack on this beautiful morning. Throughout up until 10 o'clock, I will need you to be with me to ride this beautiful wave. As mentioned, it's Monday. We need the motivation that we need, right? And speaking of the motivation, some of the conversation that we're going to have is the victory lap. Why the last stretch feels the hardest, but it pays off big. You're one of the people who have had so much throughout the year, and you're like, you know what, each and every time when it's about that time where we are heading off for our festive rest, I feel like the last days at work, they feel the hardest. It's always like you are climbing that Kilimanjaro mountain out there. So I want to hear from you, because we're going to be picturing and setting the scene for you just to understand. But let me do this. Imagine that you have been grinding for months. Maybe it's finishing your degrees, wrapping up a massive project that you have been giving at work, or training for that marathon. You're so close, finish the line, you can almost taste it, but suddenly the last stretch feels like climbing Kilimanjaro barefoot. Why does the final lap, the so-called victory lap, feels like the toughest part of the journey? This morning we are asking that question. You can just hop on and come on through comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or use the number 0604933226. That's 0604933226. And as mentioned, that we're going to be joined by Adeline Singh and Tony Da Silva, founders of the STINT NPO. As mentioned, that it's supporting those in need, together also known as STINT. Was formed in January 2021. STINT was formed through a vision shared between Tony Da Silva and Adeline Singh, who are right here, right now, who are the members of the community in Velderen Park, each doing their own work in society to help uplift their fellow community members. If you're someone that love community work and you have any questions, please ask them questions and connect with them by dialing the number 0604933226. That's 0604933226. So we're going to take a short break, because after that break we're going to be in conversation with them. So please do make sure that you do not switch the dial.
I forgot your birthday, used to wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. Ya no quiero nada de discusiones, ni quiero que me estés comprando flores. I'm doing much better, yeah, did you notice? Ya me olvidé de tus errores. Sí que estoy llamando a estas horas, pero estoy cenando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estés sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Me hiciste guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. fuerza más fuerte, suco el cielo. Ya no me quiebro, ya no te espero. Fui prisionera, hoy soy mi imperio. Esencia es una trampa a la que nunca escaparás. Nunca escaparás, nunca escaparás. Sé que estoy llamando a estas horas, pero estoy sonando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estoy sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Existe guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía, destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía, destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel.
And of course, you're still giving you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of our positivity. Connect with us throughout our social media platforms. It is a Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now, we're doing the SIMULCAST. If you want audio only, you can just head over to Underground Radio, right? You can simply get the app on the Play Store and App Store. As promised, that we're going to be in conversation with Adeline and Tony de Silva. They are here right now on the table, and we are about to find more about STINT NPO. Right, I mean, I have read a lot of information, but it is very, very necessary to hear from the horse's mouth. But with that, let us not waste any time. A very warm welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show. Thank you so much, guys, for taking your time to be here with us. Let me just give you this moment to introduce yourself and what you do. Let me start with you.
Hi, Mo. Thank you very much for having us from STINT here. I'm Adeline Singh. I am co-founder of STINT along with my partner here, Tony de Silva.
Yeah.
And I'm basically the person on the ground. I do the running.
Yeah.
I am the project manager.
Yeah.
So as much as we are co-founders, we have roles in the organization. So
Yeah.
my role as project manager is to make things happen basically at STINT,
Yeah.
and make sure that we get people together and we get things moving and we support people the way we're
Nice.
supposed to.
Yeah. And then I see alongside here your partner, which Mr. Tony, right here. Just this brief moment of introducing yourself, my good sir.
Thank you very much, Mo. I apologize first for
Yeah,
my
no
voice.
worries.
But thank you very much for having us here. My name is also Tony de Silva. We started this with our vision of helping, uplifting our community, and then it's just grown from there. As Adeline says, she is the person on the ground. We're the ones that work under the whip.
Yeah.
No, she directs a
Yeah.
lot. She does so much. She's able to reach so many people. So together we've got a small team, a lot of volunteers on STINT,
Yeah.
and our volunteers all help in some way or another. So STINT is more, as we've discussed it before, it's not a handout, it's a hand up, because we want people to be able to start looking after themselves. So we try to see what we can do, and we select certain things so that we make it better for everyone, and that's how STINT is growing.
Very interesting. And I know that for someone who's listening and watching right now, they would want to know about the moment or the experience that inspired, the formation of this organization. Can you guys please take us through that?
Yeah, I think from my side, STINT was an incidental meeting where during the height of COVID, my husband was severely down with COVID, and I almost thought I was going to lose him. And I was looking around the community, does anyone have an oximeter?
Yeah.
And Tony was supplying that at the time. And I said to Tony, I haven't been paid yet, and I don't have money. He says, no, just go ahead, just take it. If someone needs to be saved, go ahead and save them. So... And then I thought to myself, wow, an all-heart person in this time of chaos. No one knew what was going to happen next. And from that meeting moment, I actually just felt a connection with Tony.
Yeah.
And I said to Tony, look around us. There's so much happening in our community. And there's so many people that are losing their lives. We are losing loved ones. And Tony says, yes, and what about the people that, the elderly that are at home? They have no family. Their family have left them. They're all alone, and no one can see to them. And for them to just step out of the house, it's going to be so dangerous for them.
Yeah.
And Tony then sat together and says, we've got to do something. And Tony, please step in at any time. But he makes me tell the story all the time.
Yeah.
So we actually sat in my backyard, and we took out a piece of paper and we said, what would we do? Who would we want to reach? Why would we want to reach certain people and not other people? And what is our intention? So in terms of mapping that out, we then said, let's just put it out to the community, because we had a community group during COVID. The WhatsApp groups just started growing, and from there, after putting that community group together, we started with about 15 volunteers. Yeah. Today, STINT has 51 volunteers. Wow. People from the business sector, CEOs of companies, and just directors of small businesses as well, and the ordinary community member who comes on board and just wants to help.
Yeah.
Yeah. So STINT, what basically brought us together was the fact that we cared for one another in a community. The initiative, the initial start was only to just look after people in the community, but STINT has grown so far and wide. I don't think, Tony, that we could say no when someone from another area phones and says, please, we need help. So our outreach has actually grown.
Yeah. And let's talk about the gaps that you guys saw in the community, and you felt like, people now need help. Let's talk about those gaps. What are those gaps that you guys noticed to a point that you saw that people need help?
Yeah, I'll step in here. And we saw many gaps. Like Adeline said in the beginning, it was more to try and help people, see if we can be of assistance. And we put it out to the community. So we sat in the back garden and we were trying to design gardens, the vegetable gardens, so people can now start working and then sell the vegetables, all the fruits, to be able to sustain themselves. But we couldn't get that property, and no matter what we tried, it wasn't available or at the cost that we could. So we just said, listen, let's look at what is needed. And then, as Adeline says, help was requested from outside our area, which we said we're helping in Valtefrin Park. But then we started going through to Muldersdrift. We started going through to Soweto. We started a lot of places. We were helping. The gaps were that pensioners were battling. And, they get such a small amount of money a month. They spend that on that little bit of electricity or whatever that they can. And then the food becomes a problem. So our drive was food. We wanted to help people get a bit of food and have a start. And from there we grew. We saw the youth. So it's not only the pensioners, but the youth. And then we saw how people might need something. And we reached out when the need came. Different situations happened. There were situations where people were getting kicked out of their homes. And, no matter what, our hearts do get pulled a bit when there's children involved, or when there's cases of abused women and child-headed homes. So we opened our hearts to everything, and we said, unfortunately, we have to do that. We can only do so much, and we do so much with the help of those around us. So we do constantly and still continually try get support from the community, mainly the community or the stores, the corporates in our area. It's a difficult process, but we keep knocking, and sometimes it's
It's hard.
You have to be brave, because it almost feels like you begging, but we are. We always beg to help others.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's nothing better than seeing that smile or that thank you. We don't need that, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't go there for thank yous.
Yeah.
But when we see that smile or the help, it's a gift on its own.
Yeah. It's an impact, that we see on the communities. And there are a lot of people who feel hopeless, when such organizations and NPOs are not in their communities. But now we've come to learn that your work goes beyond giving handouts. I just want to know, how important is it for you to understand the circumstances that lead people to need help in the first place?
Yes. So I think more from our side, Tony and I, firstly, we just started helping anyone who came to us. And then because Tony and I have a background of business and education and training, we devised a plan and a program, almost like a framework, to say, if we are to help people, what type of criteria do we put in place? And what type of documentation? And how would we want to be seen as being compliant from our perspective of sponsors and donors? Because when someone hands you a bunch of money, how do you become accountable and transparent about where this goes to? And for us, it was about documenting, firstly, putting policies and procedures in place. How do we want to deal with food that we receive? How do we put a form in place so that we can vet all our beneficiaries? And mind you, every beneficiary that receives our food hampers or educational support has to fill in documentation and show us that they are actually in need. Because Tony and I have been faced with the situation, lured into places where people just want to take things from us. It's been very scary journey for us as well. Some people say to us, just meet us at a shopping center. They won't allow us to come to their homes, and we say no. So Tony and I have done home visits. So we don't support anyone unless we have visited you first. So we visit you, we verify that the need is real and the need is valid, and we verify your background, that you don't have any support and who is there for you, because anyone can just receive support and anyone can go and hand out a truckload of food parcels, but what impact are we making? You're giving sometimes people who don't need that support, whereas that person who is frail cannot get out of their home. And then we get the word of mouth from neighbors who say, this is the issue and this is what we need. And the last part about what Tony mentioned as well on the support of pensioners. A pensioner gets 2,000 Rand a month, roughly. And with that 2,000 Rand a month, they pay 1,300 around for City of Joburg bills, water, lights, rates, taxes. And the rates and taxes get taken out because the city will give you a rebate if you know about it. But if you don't know about it, then Gogo is sitting at home and she doesn't know about it, but she has to pay that. Otherwise, they're coming after her and they're going to put penalties on. So then a person is left, 1,300 there. You're left with 300 then for a medical. They have to get to the medical center and take a taxi, and then you're left with another 300 Rand for food. Who can survive on 300 Rand a month for food security? This is what the average South African is having to deal with right now. And some of the pensioners have other needs, medication and all of that, so they're left with 100 Rand for food. This is the struggle.
That's a very huge one.
Thank you so much for that. When it comes to the rebates, do you guys offer some form of education or courses so that these pensioners or child-headed homes can be aware of some of these rebates that's available, so that most or the little of the money that they get, they can at least use that towards basic things like your food and all of that?
Yes, so what we do from the educational side, so I run a a company called the Skills Compliance Institute. And we do free education and training for people who need to be educated about things that someone is going to charge them to hear about or know about. So we do educate our older persons. We have a partnership currently with the Johannesburg Older Persons Forum, and the CEO there, who is Leboheng, she and I chat a lot about how do we support the older persons with understanding about the extended social packages, the ESP from the city of Johannesburg. And our pensioners aren't aware of it. So if you go to your local municipality where you're going to pay your municipal bill, ask them about the ESP package that they can have relief on. And the pensioners in our community that we have taken to go and get that, we actually went along with them to find out, how does my pensioner be able to get back at least 1,000 rand of that 1.3 that they're giving towards City of Johannesburg. And I followed the entire process. The queues were long, but eventually we got there, and I said to the city officials that you guys need to get on the road and start helping people more. Get in a truck, because there is frail people who cannot get out of their homes. They need this relief. So please just get in touch with your local municipal office. They will help you with understanding. The process is not that long, but I can tell you that you must at least have a 6 months bank statement for them, showing that you don't have a substantial income except your pension, and work through from there. But just understand that if you have any other income coming into that account, you're not gonna get any money back. Just let you know.
And it's nice that you guys are giving this valuable information, because there are people who are missing that piece of information, just to get things going for themselves. But we see that your food truck has become a lifeline for a lot of people who are in need. So how does the initiative work, and what impact have you guys seen on the ground?
Well, with the food, I think we don't really want it to be seen as a food truck. Because anyone can have a food truck. But a truck of love, like we've heard of trucks of love. We basically just get the information of families in need, places in need. So we support orphanages, women's shelters, families in distress, and older persons, and then rural schools. For example, our adopted school is Katleho Rural School in Mildersdrift, and there's 320 kids there, and we go in and we support. So we go in with food hampers. But when we give it to the school, or we give it to a community or a center, we have an interview with the center first. We need to understand, are we the only one providing support to you? Because what we found is along the way, and these are lessons learned, as a community organization, we must be able to service those most in need. Because everyone is in need. Let's be clear about that. But those most in need the most important thing that one needs to establish. And with Tony and I being business advisors, we go into organizations and entities, and we say to them first and foremost, what have you done to bring in an income? What have you done to sustain your organization, your entity? You've got an orphanage running. You started the orphanage. You had a purpose there. Do you need advice and guidance? And that's where Tony and my services come in. We actually don't give you a handout. I can only give you so many food parcels. But if Tony and I are no longer here today, and though we do have a succession plan in place, who will help you sustain yourself in future and help the people under that, like the kids or the older persons, the frail, the women in abuse centers. So we go in and we train centers on how to run their organizations. If you want to be compliant, you give us a call. Our organization, the Skills Compliance Institute, helps to make sure that your entity is fully compliant so that you can apply to Department of Social Development for funding for those needs. But you've got to be compliant, and people don't understand that. And this is why the City of Johannesburg, Region B, recently, this week, they awarded us another certificate about going out and helping older persons. And yes, all of this is great, but we really want people to actually get in touch with themselves and what they need to do to become compliant as charitable organizations. Because if you're not compliant, no one will fund you. That's it.
Yeah, nice. Because now you have mentioned some of the accolades, and the recent one that you have got. Let's talk about these ones. What are they for, and how did you guys, get these accolades that we see in front of our eyes right now?
I'm going to let you speak about this because she received all of them.
Wow.
Yes.
It helps to be the project manager of STINT. And I said to people, STINT is bigger than a person. STINT is not one person.
Yeah.
STINT are a group of people. STINT is a community. STINT is the world, because some of our sponsors are in Spain, Dubai, and with these accolades, because we had gone down to KZN for the KZN unrest in 2021, it was quite a dangerous situation. But having gone, what we did was we planned the whole event. We planned making sure that when we drive down, who will take down all 500 food hampers? What is the plan? Who are we going to give these hampers to? Will it just be handed out willy-nilly from a truck? No, we don't do handouts from trucks. We will actually come to your door. We want to know that it is you who's receiving it. We want to know that you're the person we spoke to. So again, our background in event management and managing distribution of items to ensure transparency and accountability. So when we made sure that we had distributed all these food hampers and everything to each person's household, we were recognized by Mancosa, the Management College of South Africa, and Professor Yusuf Karodia, who was such a great humanitarian as well, was doing a lot for society. And I'd had many conversations about how do we give back in society. And as a mentor to me, this was a great stepping stone. And so much so that he had been following what I was doing over the years. And many years after his passing, I was then recognized for the humanitarian efforts, both Tony and I, for running STINT, for the work and the efforts we were doing, for going out in the face of adversity and the disasters with fear of being hijacked with a truck of food, and having seeking security support and not sure if someone was going to pull us over, because when you go into a community, people will come after the vehicle. They will. They can see food through the windows, and so you got to go in with an unmarked vehicle. So our vehicles are not marked. We don't mark our vehicles. We're not about the publicity. We're about making sure that whatever the need is, we get to that person, people or community in need. And we don't need to take all the photos, but for our sponsors, when we are on site, we do take that. So we got this award in 2023 for humanitarian award, and the second award was provided to us by Westgate in partnership with the city of Johannesburg, where we also got the award for assisting and supporting with women in business, women empowerment, empowering older persons to know and understand their rights. I am an older persons activist. I fight a lot with the city of Johannesburg about the rights and responsibilities and the treatment of older persons in retirement homes. And Tony and I both, we've had many words with the city about the conditions of retirement homes where we send our parents to go and stay, and no one dare go and live there or watch what happens, because sometimes the windows are broken, it gets cold, the doors don't lock. People walk into a facility in the middle of the night. You wonder where's the security. So for our activism and for the fact that we support and educate older persons on how to protect themselves and know their rights and responsibilities, this is why we were awarded the award for empowering older persons and women in the women's shelter as well. Because we run a 9-month program in the women's shelters to empower a woman that has been abused to get back on their feet again, because it doesn't end there. Our background, Tony and I have both come from a background of facing abuse. Tony grew up in an orphanage. I grew up in a good household, but in a household where I looked around me and I was faced with people who were abused in other homes. So based on our upbringing and what we've seen and our journey through life, we had to do this. So I think the awards are just there to tell a story of how far we've come. But the fact is, our work is not finished. Our work will never be finished.
Yeah.
So from here, how do we then assist people to become advocates to do what we are doing?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to do for you. We don't want to do for you.
Yeah.
We want to help you, empower you, and capacitate you to run community-based programs and charitable programs in your community.
Yeah, and we love that life brought you guys together, and because there are people who are really appreciating the work that you guys are doing for them. So now let's talk about the feedback that you guys have had, from people and how it has helped you guys to work on STINT to become where it is today.
Well, I can tell you that the feedback has been, it's always good. We like Adeline has said, we learn a lot from what we do.
Yeah.
And we make mistakes along the way, like the trusting part, everything. That's why it is important to go and see the people.
Yeah.
The feedback is that it looks like there's more and more people in need, and we can't reach that. And that's why we took an approach to also try and teach people. We try and show the community. We try and teach youngsters, these youngsters that sometimes help us out in the offices, be it preparing food bags, be it just understanding what we do. The reason is we need to teach them. We need to teach them how to do it. And then the communities that we help, let's just say we go out of our area, we go far, like Mildersdrift, we try and help those people understand how they can make it better for themselves as well, because it's impossible. We do rely a lot on certain companies. We do rely on a couple of people that will give us the food, and that becomes also, how do you say it becomes a bit tight, because it becomes a lifeline, because they've got a lot of inquiries, and they decide, no, they're going to just give to other people. Then we don't have, and when we don't have, we have to make a plan, because there are people counting on us. The pensioners, like Adeline says, there's the abused shelters, there's the school, but it's also, we concentrate mainly on the food. The feedback is hungry, and that's what our love came to this place and brought us to where we are. But we do get a lot of people where they donate, be it the blankets. We've got, I don't know if we're allowed to even mention, generic and
it's so important for us to mention the people who save lives and the entities who save lives. Like generic insurance has they've set a trend, and they've moved mountains. In partnering with STINT almost 4 years ago, generic insurance makes sure that they partner with us for every event. But it wasn't just a partnership, it was the impact that they wanted to make. They wanted to know, how would we change lives? And this partnership has really helped us, because generic insurance has become a lifeline for so many people across Johannesburg. And we have other private donors and sponsors that also provide sponsorships, monetary sponsorships in the Weltevreden Park community. I tell you, our community is just an all-heart community. That's a place, and I'm surprised no one is banging down the streets and saying we want to move into the area, because they have the greatest community CPF forum. They have the best Riverwell Residents Association and the best community support structure like STINT. So this community works well together, and with that support, we really are able to reach so many people. But we don't say just in Weltevreden Park. We're literally operating across Johannesburg. So
very interesting. So food insecurity, remains such a pressing issue, especially in our country and in most communities in South Africa, right? And I just want you guys to share some of, the common stories or challenges on top of the ones that you have mentioned that you guys have encountered, that highlight why food insecurity still remains, one of the pressing issues.
Well, it is a big problem, and as we've said, that's why we've concentrated or focused a lot on the pensioners. They don't really have much, and also when we do the food supply to people, obviously we rely on certain organizations, our sponsors, people in the community, people like Generic, which incidentally, aren't even from Johannesburg. And we rely on them to help us. So we would like to be able to give people sweets, meat. We can't. We concentrate on a lot of non-perishables. And we also know that some of these pensioners, they need hygienic supplies. So it's soap and, so we try and do that. And we've got a lot of people that will concentrate on that little side. But in terms of food, we see it. You see it, how many people are begging on the roads these days, everything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we, like I said, we have to vet everything. We go and see the people. And as Adeline mentioned, it's not a handout, it's a hand up.
Yeah.
So when we give it, we try to see how do we make the situation better. What is the next step?
Yeah.
So insecurity, I don't know if there's anything you want to say there, but it is a big need, and that is our main concentration, is feeding people.
Nice.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Since we're also in the festive season, we know that Christmas is around the corner, and the difference between the haves and the have-nots gets amplified, where the ones that don't have clothes, food, you can see from a distance. So I saw that when you came in, you sort of had a Santa bag, right? Not sure if I'm spoiling it, but if the time is okay to ask about what's that. Is there initiative around the Christmas season, the festive season, that you guys are doing around that time?
Yes, so we are actually dropping off 5 sets of Christmas hamper, which we would want to hand over to the station.
Nice.
And we are basically challenging you to actually seek people who are in distress, families in distress. So what this is in the package is a food hamper for 5 people. And these 5 people have a food hamper along with a bathroom set.
Yeah.
And we're just looking for you to identify people who are really in need. Sometimes you will find that someone is walking past, maybe they are outside, they're begging across the street, or they're sitting in a corner, but they don't have access to things like this. So we've put in place a little spaghetti and mince pack for 5 people, and 1 pack can feed 5 to 8 people. So maybe a household as well, where you know that maybe there's an older person in the household and she would love to have this as well. And Christmas is a time for giving. We can't just stop right here. If we can get more people to support you and support the entity, to say, listen, if we are here giving 5 family homes these hampers, with a little Christmas pack, and this is how it starts. Who else is willing to come to the fore and say, yes, we are going to also assist you in helping out families as well? So we definitely need to do something like that.
Challenge accepted.
No, Mo, this is absolutely amazing, because I think it was a month ago where we were having a conversation around philanthropy, where individuals that are giving, they then document the process of them giving or taking photos, where we were just trying to highlight the difference between, are we saying that it is a show off, or are we talking about let's document this just so that we get to showcase the work? And funny enough, now it's something that we have to do, but not necessarily because we want to show off, but just so that next time if we say, look, STINT was here, they actually planted a seed for the Vooka breakfast show. And it's something that we do also want to do, where we take time and do some charity works and document the whole process. But I think the positives outweigh the negatives, so it's something that we'll definitely do and say, look, we are giving, but we're documenting this just so that we can get muscle to give more and more people and ask from different sponsors and all of that. So we really appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to add in now, I know the challenge she put to you, but I put the challenges to the listeners to support Vooka Breakfast Show. What you're doing is also amazing, getting it out there. So let them come on board and support Vooka Vooka.
Yeah.
If you've got, and you know that at Christmas time you can have some meat, some vegetables, you've got family, you're smiling, you can pop a cracker.
Yeah.
All it takes is one can, one little packet of spaghetti, whatever. Give it to the station. Let them help somebody out there.
Yeah.
So it's the challenge is to everybody else. We put it to our community as well. So you know what? It's never alone. We're together as a family.
It's a stint operation right here that is taking place. But for someone who is watching right now and listening and is an ordinary South African, how can they get involved in your mission, whether through volunteering, donation, or partnerships?
I would say that we have our website address, which can be handed over. And please to follow us on Facebook. So STINT has got a very active Facebook page, and we're on Instagram as well. But we find that just putting information on Facebook, the thing is, Tony and I are always running on the ground. We don't worry much about the publicity because lots of people just tell everyone else about us. And then we get partners and entities that want to partner with us, sponsor during Christmas. But it's not just Christmas. It's like when you get like a Mandela Day or an Easter period or New Year's, we don't do family and support and in these initiatives once a year or one moment in time. It is 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. On Christmas Day, we get calls that there's a family that doesn't have groceries. The family has maybe lost their home. A family's been kicked out. We actually work through Christmas. So when everyone is taking a break from the first two weeks of Christmas, Tony and I are gearing up with our jeans to see who's going to be in need. Where do we need to go? And
we listen to people.
Yes.
We listen because they tell us what they need. We've got some people that come and just say, this hospital, they've got a lot of children or this, and this is our drives. Then we speak to our partners, be it Renrick, whoever, our volunteers, and we say, this is what we have to do. How can we do it? And sometimes we're not massive. We don't have our helicopter yet. We don't have but we do it. And most of the time it's in our vehicles with our volunteers that help and go out. So, and that's why we're very grateful to the people that do support and come on board with love. They don't ever want anything back, you know?
I think with that love, I mean, there's been some disappointment as well. I think for us, Tony and I, when we had started off STINT, we then wrote to entities like SPAR and Pick and Pay in the Roodepoort side, in Veltevreden Park. And we were okay. We were getting a lot of support from them, and we had that support. But over the last 2 months, something happened, and we're not sure what it is, but just being compliant anymore, giving them your annual financial statements, because we are compliant. We have a registration. We are a registered entity, a non-profit organization. So supporting those in need together. STINT is a registered non-profit entity. We are we provide annual financial statements. We are tax compliant. We follow all the rules. But when you submit all these forms, no one wants to provide you with funding because maybe we won't give anyone anything for free, or we won't provide information for free. No, we would prefer to know who we are providing information for. And if people want to partner with us, we won't partner under any other circumstances. So if entities like the Pick and Pay, and I'm going to say it out loud because we've been dropped by Pick and Pay Ridge Terrace shopping center because they've stopped providing us. They say they don't have any food anymore. So is there a problem with Pick and Pay? The SPA stopped supporting us as well, and it's been a sad day for us. So Tony and I have had to sit to say, what do we do? We don't have food there. We're going to have to now find another way. Our businesses that we run, Tony runs Silver Lining Logistics, where he's the CEO and he does exports to other countries, and that's his role. And I run the training center as well. That's my own company. Whatever money we make, we put into this entity. When we don't have money from somewhere else, because waiting for someone to supply us with funds is like waiting for rain in a drought. It might never happen. So we give up everything we have. We don't look back. And even if we have very little for ourselves, it's okay. As long as everyone is okay. That's our motto.
Nice, wonderful, and I'm loving this. But before we let you go, looking ahead, what is your vision for the organization, and what message would you like to give to someone right now who may be going through tough times?
On my side, I'd just say hang in there, reach out to somebody. There's always somebody out there. I know at this time, especially at this time where also you have youngsters receiving reports, people aren't happy, and then it's burdened by sometimes of the pain that they've lost. And my side is I'm saying there's always something out there, because if you can also do something for yourself, help others, you will be helped. We also firm believers in the Lord, and we believe that He's always come through for us, and He'll never take you somewhere where the grace of Him will never protect you. So we just say, hang in there, be tough. We as STINT carry on. A rolling stone gathers no moss, and we carry on looking, and there's a lot of good people out there. And Adeline didn't mention, but we also she does the training to the people that want to do things in their communities. She assists them, and she assists them also by understanding what to tell your sponsors, because some corporates, they need those Section 18 forms, and that's very important. All the tax comes back to them. What they give, they're helping others, but they're still getting it all back. So there is benefits for them. Our goal, and my goal, is we need to just make sure people get as much as we can help. Like the food pack that you see today. It's a small little food pack, and we always want to make the pack bigger. But the group of people that come and approach us is also getting bigger. So sometimes we have to thin it out a little bit so that we can make everybody get a little bit of something. And that's my side.
And I think from my side, then we issue Section 18A donation receipts. So anyone who wants to donate to STINT gets a full rebate from SARS. So if you made 1,000 Rand donation to STINT, you will get that 1,000 Rand donation receipt back. You can submit that with your tax return and get that money right back. But in your heart, you've actually got something out of this. And STINT also partnered with the Beacon of Light Community Center just down the road from Southgate Mall. It's on Allen Manor Road. And we opened up a community center now in January. We will be calling everyone in the area of Soweto and all of that, matriculants who have finished and matriculated to join us for a free workplace readiness program where we're going to help guide all the youngsters and even the adults who have lost their jobs. So please follow us on our Facebook, have a look there, that workplace readiness. We're going to get you ready to take on the world, to formulate what type of career path you want and take back your life. Whether you're young or you're old, follow the sessions, because we're here to help empower you. That's all we want from you. There's no money needed, nothing involved. It's just our bid to get back in society. That's it. Thanks.
Very nice. As I was about to ask, with your social media platforms, do you have any other that people can also check out?
Yes, so we've got our website. It's www.stintafrica.co.za, and we have our Facebook page as well for supporting those in need together, or STINT. We have an Instagram page as well, so you will just look at STINT Africa and you will find us there. But people can call us as well out, our support service on 0722 711 979. That's myself, Adeline Singh, as the project coordinator of STINT. And I work with my partner and our secretary, Rosemary, and she's on 083 212 1052. And we stand by and wait to hear who needs help, where do we place you, and how do we support you. So that's it.
And then a comment came through right there on YouTube from Anastasia Bob saying, "That's my sister." Right there. But with that being said, Adeline, Tony, thank you guys for taking your time to share as much as you can for the people who are listening and watching right now. We hope that God bless you to continue with the work that you're doing for the community.
Thank you so much.
And good luck with this challenge. God bless you all.
Challenge accepted right there. There you have it, Vooka Nation, right here. Tony and Adeline supporting those in need, also known as the STINT. And you can also check them out on their social media platform come and ask as much as information as you need. Right now, it's 8:30 on the dot. What we're going to do right now is to take a short break, and then when we come back, we continue as usual. So don't change the time.
Never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising. I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free.
We are still giving you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. And it's a beautiful Monday, not just a Monday, but Monday motivation, where movers and shakers come in just to share as much as information that they do in their organizations. Before the break, we were joined by Adeline, Singh and Tony Silva from the STINT, and their full abbreviation is Supporting Those in Need. It was formed in January 2021. STINT was formed through a vision shared between Tony Silva and Andrew Singh, who are members of the community in Veld Veteran Park, each doing their own work in society to help uplift their fellow community members. And you can check them out on a social media platform and the work that they do. And I know that there are some people who are aspiring to become movers and shakers, to start organizations that are helping those who are in need in their communities. We have been given a task, of course, and they've shared some of the packs that we can give the people that are in need. If you know a family in your community right now that are in need, and you would like to, extend the hand of helping them, please do make sure to let us know in the comment section, because those packs, they were shared with us right here. As you can see, some of them, these are strictly for giveaways. We're not going to take them for ourselves and start making spaghetti right here because it's festive, right? But these are for giveaways. If you know someone and a family that you know that they might be in need of these following packages, please come through on the comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or you can call us after the show by dialing the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. We will get your message, and as soon as we get your message, we will get back right to you. I mean, this is a good initiative that is being pushed out there. If you want to know information, you can visit their website, you can call them in and ask them as information that you might need, right? But that being said, 38 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock, still unpacking some of the interesting things that are going through, of course, on this Monday morning, and some of the conversation and discussions we're about to have. But with that being said, right down the comment section, I see TK. A very warm welcome to you, of course, to the Vooka Nation Gold. And then that also comes with a little bit of appreciation, not a little bit, but a huge appreciation from TK, saying bless Monday and a week ahead, and enjoy the festive season, with that $70 being sent right there. We really appreciate that, Mr. TK, man. I mean,
proper stuff,
proper things,
completely,
right?
Completely. It's the season of giving away. It's the season of being family oriented. It is the season of oneness. I think the one thing that I like about, or maybe not like necessarily, but appreciate slightly a bit more about the Christmas season, is that people feel the sense of, or the atmosphere of togetherness, and the sense of being,
together.
That Ubuntu concept and mindset. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I remember about a year ago, we did this Christmas gig, Mr. Mo, and people were really giving donations in terms of monetary value. A 10 rand here, a 20 rand here, 50 rands here, however much someone feels that they can afford, they were doing that. And that's one thing that I really appreciate and resonate with when it comes to the Christmas season, especially around Budi 16 moving towards the end of the year.
Exactly.
People feel like, let me give. I might not have much, but let me give, because I think a whole lot of us, we might not necessarily talk about it that much, but we do realize and take cognizance of the fact that there are quite a lot of people who don't have as much as we do. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
True.
And that's something that we should always try to reiterate. The spirit of giving. Because the hand that gives gets tenfold in return.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So man, I love the work that STINT does, man. I looked into their social media platforms. The work that they're doing is amazing. It's amazing. I mean, people taking from their own pockets more. It's a huge thing. Because it not only affects you as an individual, but it affects those who are around you, your family members, and the circles that you run in. You know, so that's quite a huge thing, man. So shout out to Adeline and Tony. Man.
Tony,
great stuff. And guys, please, to reiterate it a bit more, these giveaways are not for us here at the station. We're going to document. We're going to post on our social media platforms. Go check us out on Facebook, the Vooka Breakfast Show, and you'll see when we actually do make the giveaways to 5 families, right? Like they mentioned, 5 families stand a chance to get Bunyaninyana that Tony and Adeline came with. So yeah, man, looking forward to that, Mr. Mo. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is very powerful. Even the useful information that you guys can use, because they help people to help themselves. I mean, the information that they have shared, it can be useful to you. You can share it to the next person that need the kind of information. But with that being said, we're hoping to hear from you in terms of coming back with the names of the families that are in need, right? If you don't know, we will go outside and look for those families. No worries at all. But you know that it is the 15th of December, and December comes with a lot of
guys,
things.
how is it the 15th of December? That's
The 15th of December.
I'm sorry.
Tomorrow is the 16th.
Yeah, Day of Reconciliation.
Right? Day of
That's crazy,
Reconciliation.
guys. I'm sorry. That's just too crazy for me to find out that it is the 15th of December, and it's what today is the 394th. 49th, 94th. Why 94? 90 instead of
400 days.
I'm turning them around like this. We're about 16 days to the end of the end of the year. Wow. That's just too crazy for me. I'm sorry. Like not too long ago, we were celebrating 50 episodes. Today it is 196 episodes deep in 3-digit number episodes, guys. It's just too crazy for me, and yeah, man, I'm looking forward to celebrating and spending the last 16 days of the year. And see what it has in store for us. I mean,
it should be interesting.
We had Queen in studio this past Friday, and she said, guys, even with the last few days of the year, you can still do something. And she's right. I mean, look at what we're doing in the last week, guys. This is our last week for the year, actually, by the way. It is our last week right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, and we're only going to come back on the 19th of January, right? Yeah. And God willing, this Friday we're going to be celebrating 200 episodes. That's just crazy. Yeah, crazy
200
stuff.
episodes on the dot. And that's why we say this is our Victory Lap week.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
It is our Victory Lap week. So for us, this last stretch is going to feel a little bit, positive. Because for other people, it's different. That, oh my goodness, the last stretch I have to do the check-ins, I have to do the project, I have to submit the work, those kind of things. That is what we're going to be talking about. But with that being said, another conversation that I wanted to tap into, right, so that we can get a better understanding into where do we actually fall when it comes to this, right, which is cash versus taps. Which one keeps your budget in check? I mean, we are different people who use money in different ways.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Other people, when they don't see the money, if it's just online, doing online banking, just going to the shops, tapping, they just don't want to see the money. It works well for them. But there are people out there who like, no, man, cash is king. Till today, till I die, cash is going to be
till
king.
I die, that's
right? So when it comes to tracking your spending, do you find it easier to stick with cold, hard cash, or go fully digital? Which one really keeps you honest? I mean, personally, digital, guys. I till today, man. I mean, I understand that I'm a 50-50 person, right? 50% cash and 50% digital, because we are not a country or a community that has fully transitioned to digital.
Okay.
Because we still have
Yes.
Where is cash only?
Yes.
I mean, there are shops that tell you right there, cash only. We don't take cards, we don't take
there's still a lot of those. There's still a lot of those in our communities. Yeah.
So I think I'm on both sides. Right, I'm on both sides, but what I would love for our communities to, transition to is to cashless, guys.
Nah, guys, the cashless society is not realistic.
Understand?
I'm sorry. It's not realistic.
It is, man.
It's not realistic.
It is.
It's not realistic in the sense that there are a lot of businesses that function on cash on hand. A whole lot of them. There are people who are still getting paid envelope.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that we have to take into consideration. And we need to be able to strike a balance between the two, because the reality also is that a completely cashless society will not benefit 100% of the society.
Yeah.
And a completely, hey, this is cool, man. A completely cash society does not benefit 100% of the society.
Yeah.
All right. And so I think we have to be able to strike some form of a balance.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, you know, I love having cash in hand. I think it makes things way easier. You pay quickly, you're in, you're out there. Like, and then the other thing is that just there's for me there's more risk online than there is you having cash on hand. Don't get me wrong, there's risk as well. You know, you become, there's a lot of people who become
online,
nervous.
Wrong transaction can lead
Like
you to
there's
now
no
call
going,
the banks, reverse the money.
Here's the thing: the last Vooka that we had last month, Paseka paid the amount to the wrong person. Right? And he was transferring the money to me.
Yeah.
And the surnames look similar. The surnames look similar to my surname. So my surname and that lady's surname look similar. And so he was like, oh yeah, no, and he sent it, and there's no getting back. There's no getting it back. That's the thing. I've done that. I've bought so much airtime for someone this one last year, actually, back in November.
Yeah.
I remember it was the 3rd of November last year. I bought so much airtime for someone just by virtue of dialing the wrong number.
Like I didn't get the ad.
I get sheesh, bro. Like I made one mistake by dialing one wrong number. So I think that's where I am personally. Is that once the transaction is gone, there's no getting it back, and the bank is not responsible for you making mistakes. So I prefer having cash in hand. But when it comes to the conversation of whether or not I prefer, or how do I structure or take care or like minimize, or I don't know how you want to describe it. When I have cash in hand, I spend slightly a bit more than when
it's digital.
It's digital and the money is in my account. All right. So I have noticed that, especially this year. I think this year really proved to me. Last year and this year, it really proved to me that I spend slightly less when money is in my account as opposed to having money in hand or having cash in hand. Right? I mean, I'm seeing Z is coming through on the comment section saying that cashless is key, but we cannot ignore that we need cash. Completely. Thus I said when I started that we need to be able to strike some form of a balance. Right? But I believe in having guys, at least have like 100 rands or 200 rands in cash. You never know what's going to happen. We're not trying to say that we're putting bad things out into the universe, but at least
that's true. That's reality.
100 rand. Just have 100 rands at least
in your pocket,
a minimum of 100 rands in your pocket, in your bag, in your wallet, in your purse, and then you can have the rest of the money, you know, in your account or in these the NFC or those kinds of you know. So I'm for having cash in hand, but I have seen that having my money in my account makes me spend slightly less than when I have money in hand.
Very interesting, man. I just want to hear some of your thoughts. If you're watching right now, if you are someone who is you know, more of a cash person or a digital person, everywhere you go you just want to tap, or everywhere you go you just want to cough out those notes to the next person or to the shop that you are buying the product onto, right? And then Z comes through again saying the brown envelopes and the woolies bags, they're needed. They're necessary. If it's a bag, man. Such a piece.
Yeah, so I know Banale, you and Mo are completely, well, not maybe not completely, but you guys are huge advocates for cashless transactions.
But you know, because when coming up with this topic, I know that we had spoken about this, but the difference here is that which one helps you track your spending much better. Because when I have cash, I can see cash depleting. So I'm spending, I can see it, but I still prefer cashless. But what helps me track, or what would help me track my spending much better, is if I've got physical cash. Because,
really?
Yeah, because let's just imagine I've got 1,000 rand this week, and then on a Tuesday morning well, on a Monday I've got 1,000. On a Tuesday morning, selling at 5. Now I start asking myself, what happened or how did I spend the other 500? Because it's physical cash that I can see.
Yeah.
But if it's digital, I become less aware.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wow.
So-
you
so-
and I are on the opposite end.
So
of
that's
that.
the question for today. Yes, I prefer cashless. I prefer, all things tech and whatnot. But
cashless transactions.
But the question is, which method helps you track your spending much better?
I track more online actually.
Digitally.
I track
with cash.
Cash, yeah.
I mean, I
Because
because
if I'm spending, I can see what I'm feeling.
Yeah, phela.
Look, wait, do you realize that you're spending more, or do you actually track rand for rand, cent for cent where you are spending?
Yeah.
You really?
Yeah,
That's
when it's
crazy.
cash.
You know why for me I
When
can
it's cash, because Mangtepa, I'm not aware what to king spend it.
You know why for me? Because immediately I tap my card. I mean, the last time I remember you took my card and you were using it, right? Immediately it gives me a notification.
Yeah.
And so what I can do, I love this thing on my account.
Notifications less than 100 or more than 100.
Any notification, even 1
if
rand.
okay.
Even 1 rand. That's how I set it up. Because I want to know where my card is being used. And because I haven't gone, I don't tap, I insert my card. I prefer inserting as opposed to that's something else. We've had the conversation before. But for me, I have this thing where I can track the last 5 transactions on my card.
So it's not a case of being notified whenever you are spending.
Sure.
Because I believe there's a fine line between you are being notified, okay?
You just use the
But we're
card,
talking
yeah.
tracking expenses.
Yeah,
where it's
absolutely.
Like, 3 or 4 transactions in,
Sure.
you can say, no, I've got 5,300 in my account because I am.
So let's go back to the 1,000 rand analogy, right?
Yeah.
Monday morning I wake up,
Okay.
like it is Monday today, and I have 1,000 rands in my account, a straight 1,000 rands, 1,000.00, right? Of the 5 transactions that I might make, let's say maybe I request, because you remember the last time I did say that requesting for me is the one part where I spend slightly a bit more. So I request a car, I buy breakfast, I buy airtime, or whatever the case, I don't know, but I make about 5 transactions. The nice thing about the notifications that I get is that it shows me my current balance, and so I'm able to see, okay, Moleke spendile, or that 50 rand went to requesting, that 49 rands or that 30 rands went to breakfast, where as opposed to having cash on hand, I have 1,000 in my wallet. Against the first 100 rands, it's 50 rands, right? Change from requesting. From that 50 rands, against that 50 rands for the 30 rands. And so I don't see, and so 30 rand in I have to pop up another 100 rands because it requires slightly a bit more, or that expenditure is more, 70 rand more, 30 rand thing, get 30 plus 30, 60, against 100 rand thing. And so
it makes it difficult.
I can think back and say,
I see.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for me, this is just me.
Because when I eat it in cash, you have it with you all at once. So give me, it's like if I need $100 now, I just take 100 and then I've got 900.
Okay.
Right. So I register that, and then because I don't carry
physical cash like that.
Right. So
yeah,
I just take what I need.
Okay.
And then I know that I've got 900.
How do you track
So
more?
for me, I track better
cash.
Yeah, cash.
Jeez,
because
that's crazy.
another thing about Samsung Pay, even with Apple Pay, what I've noticed is that yes, you will link your card to Apple Pay or Samsung Pay, or Google Pay, but it does take a little bit of time for the available balance to reflect. Does that make sense?
I see.
Yeah, so you will go ahead and tap using these payment methods, but then it's not a true reflection. I don't know, maybe after a day or 2.
Really?
Yeah, where it reflects. It's okay, you spent it down. So.
But when you go into the, I know I prefer the USSD as opposed to the app, right? But when you go into the app, can you not see the transactions? Do they not reflect?
You can.
Okay.
But imagine you are a groove, man.
I know every cent.
It's go app or.
No, I mean you won't do it at Groove,
and
obviously.
Sometimes these small little things like we need to request a ride.
Sure.
Right, and then, hey man, guys, let's quickly grab food.
Food, go,
Or, you know,
Yeah.
and then you are tap.
Or let's take a cold drink quickly.
Even with Uber and Bolt, you can also link it to your Samsung Pay.
Yes, I remember you mentioned.
So you don't have to do it straight on your bank card. So it takes time for it to reflect. So that's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
I am more aware as to where it goes as opposed to without in my account.
Sheesh, that's
for
crazy.
me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for me, I think digitally, because I receive my messages on my
Instantly?
phone. Yeah,
Okay.
instantly, immediately. Because I've told myself that I don't track anything that I've spent below 30 rands.
That's crazy. No?
Anything, below 30 rands, I don't track. I just spend.
Lama 30 randi, I 4, 5.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, 12,
It's
1,550.
150.
And that's why for me, look, there was a time I raised my daily allowance, right, or my
Yeah.
daily limit, because I needed to do something very quickly, and man, I had kept my thing, so I needed to go physically into the bank. That's what I prefer. I think it makes me cognizant, but it's crazy. So 30 rand below, you don't track?
I don't. I mean, for me, I can easily go back into each and every month and tell you exactly how much I've spent.
Yeah.
Yes, there is money that I've spent, but 12 rand, 10 rand. Those one I don't consider as much as, tracking my spending. But as you can see right here on my phone, this is everything that makes me track. You understand? I have everything in detail right here to say, okay, this is the amount of money that you have spent. So digitally, I am good. But cash wise, not cash, I feel like I just have to splash.
Let me ask you guys both. Ne?
Yeah.
Because you guys bank with Capitec.
Sure.
There's this feature that allows you to save money. I think it's extra what?
It's the Konja, what's this? Live better.
longer.
Live better
savings.
account. Yeah. So it's a reward. It's a reward thing. Yeah.
It's a reward thing.
Within your account. Yeah.
So I would spend on my Capitec account, ne? And then because on the home screen I don't have that live better thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
And my mangan, I'm like, 150. So even if I were tracking, it would be a little bit difficult because there's money that's being taken. And I'm aware that okay, I spent 50 rands, but Bona, it took 100 and it took 55 rand,
Okay.
and then the 5 rand goes to the
live better
live
account.
better thing. Yeah, but I'm like, I've got this. So it's difficult, guys.
Yeah.
So,
For
but
me, digitally. So.
and digital is
Digital
much
is
easier,
simple,
man. It's
man.
simple, man,
Very
because you can
simple.
go back and physically see every transaction.
Sure.
And you know what it does?
I agree. I agree with going back and seeing the transactions.
Yeah.
Because I can also do that. What I'm saying is, as and when you are going throughout your day or throughout the week,
You don't
track
get
your
notifications.
spending.
No, I do get notifications. No, I've switched off my notifications because if you get an SMS, the banks charges
They
you.
charge.
Oh yeah, they
Yep.
charge. Yeah.
But the likes of your Time Bank, they do have the option of, hey, switch from SMS to a notification inside the app that tells you. So you still
Okay.
need to go inside the app and check.
Okay.
So what I'm asking here is, you going throughout your day or throughout your week,
Yeah.
and as and when you are spending, you're keeping track. In terms of going back, I can also go back and see all of the expenses. But what I'm asking is, as and when you are going and spending,
No,
lama
I do-
30 rand mo, lama
Yeah.
30 rands,
Yeah.
are you tracking? That's
I
that's
am.
what we're asking.
I
Tracking.
am.
Yes.
I am. That's why I
Anything
made it.
below 30 rand,
And
I don't
never
track.
every 1 rand.
Then anything above 30 rands, that's when I start to track.
Every 1 rand, my chief. Because if I have 1,000 rand in my account, right, and
Yeah.
that's why I still prefer the SMS thing. And I do realize that they take about 1 rand or 2 rand for
Yeah.
the SMS, whatever. Sure, I get that. But one thing, what it does for me, with my account is that at the end of the month, I'm told they give me a notification or an SMS of my expenditure throughout the month,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And what I've also set up is they give me my bank charges as well. So they show me, Hore, this is how much you spent over the month.
Yeah.
Right? And your bank charges come up to this amount.
Yeah.
So I can say, I know, okay, this month in the because I spent maybe
But
my
you see, that's what I'm talking about. There's keeping record.
Okay.
where whenever you get those notifications,
Sure.
you are basically taking inventory and keeping record of all expenses.
Sure.
What you've made.
If you go SS this month, it means you are not tracking.
No, no,
You're
I'm,
tracking.
it's that's
So tracking is
comparison.
like
That's comparison.
if today I
Sure.
go out and spend on a drink, I'm going to track how much I'm spending up until
Yeah,
the rest
absolutely.
of the day.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm asking.
So I
because,
no, that-
because there's keeping record. Where
Yes.
At the end of the week, end of the
Ete,
month,
you'll check it out.
You can check it out.
Sure.
Tracking means as and when it's happening.
I'm seeing
Right
every
now.
rand. You know
Yeah.
why?
Manje, ne?
Yeah.
If I were to ask you, Mr. Man,
Please request for me.
sure,
Sure.
then you'd be like, okay, cool. Now,
Selling a malini.
sure.
That's the first
And
thing that
then-
rings.
and then my question then would be, at the end of the month again, why would you be like, yo, sure?
No, because I'm surprised at myself. That's in comparison, not necessarily for tracking reasons.
Or good, maybe
That's in
you were
comparison.
reckless.
Yeah, yo, this month, no man. Why are my charges so high? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, why are my charges coming up to? No, but yeah, you know, for things of that nature. But whenever I spend, when the SMS comes through, okay, I check. Okay, guys, maybe I can 500. Okay, hey, tell you, yo, if I just spend 170, okay, it means I'm left with about 300 and something. I know, so I round it off to the nearest 100. To the nearest 100. So if I have 300 and something, whether it's 390 or 70, I have 300 in my account. That's what I have. To the nearest
down.
100 down. Yeah, to the nearest 100 down. If you can have 399.
So that you always have more, yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't want to assume what I can have 400. No, chief, it doesn't work like that. Right? So I have 300. So okay, it's more 300 thing. Okay, it's something request. More country, I have to drop off more and then go to my house. That's about 15 rands. So I have 250 left.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Do you see how? So that's the thing. That's how I keep in mind. But as opposed to, can I five clip again? So I don't know. I'm gonna match some guy chips it out. Lebu buroto le cold drinky. Temba anka ma coleslaw nan.
Yeah.
Those are amounts that I don't keep.
Yeah, because that's why we would have like your daily budget, right? For me, I would
To cap
say,
yourself.
Yeah, I would say
To cap
500 is
yourself.
for myself to spend
Yeah,
for the
to
day.
cap yourself.
I won't track, Gucci, I spent
I spend
250
it-
day.
man, it's
No, the
for
500
free.
is for the day.
It's for the day, so
if,
kiji.
if I have like 12 rand, I'm like, I'm satisfied. I spent the 500,
Yeah.
right? I have reached my daily
The
limit.
daily limit.
You
Yeah,
understand?
sure, to cap yourself.
So you've got a mental
Yeah.
available balance.
Sure.
Yes.
That's always ready and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
more
always.
of a behavior thing than,
I think
more
it
of a
is.
behavior.
It is.
than whether it's cold hard cash or but some things make it easier because give me job shoot boni yo because I had 10 notes.
Yeah.
It's 100 rand. 7.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm done for the day. Since I 300.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, let me go do something important. But yeah, man, my lana.
I mean, my land.
But you know, therefore, it becomes very difficult for someone who's used to spending more money. You know, when they now in a situation where like, they have 150 now. Like it really hits them. I like for them 150 is like 5 up. Understand? But for us, you understand. Okay, gradually you get that money, you grow up, and you get to understand that I'm spending this money. This is my daily budget, 150, and then 150,000. It's not something that is.
Yeah.
But for someone who goes from 150,000 to spending 150, having 150 in a month is like,
Got a point because if you below Tony,
yeah.
And you would have seen who I blew it 15,000 go.
It's nothing.
Muntu abe ne budget ye 5,000 ngelanga or ufuna 5,000 epokotweni. Hayi ukuthi yelanga. 5,000. Yeah, so I think it's a behavioral thing.
Yeah.
It's also a personality trait thing, I think. How you spend your day. I mean, for people like us, it's because we don't necessarily have. I know we have like the daily show where we come to studio physically, you know, on a day-to-day basis, and we're here. But we can end the show now thinking that tomorrow studio and we get a call, guys, can you come and broadcast from the Liberty Studios?
Exactly.
You know, Tuesday they can say, come through, guys, for the last week, come broadcast from training. It means whenever we leave the studio physically, we're slightly going to spend more than we would when we're here.
Yeah.
Right, and so we wouldn't necessarily be able to have a daily limit for each day, right? Because our job and what we do requires us to be there on this day, be in studio the other day, be at that venue for the other day. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And so our spending habits would be different.
Yeah.
Firstly, because of what we do as the job. Secondly, based on our characteristics, individual and personal characteristics and personal traits, right? Like I mentioned, this girl that I was working with at Buzz last year, Ubongiwe, she would always complain and say, well, not complain, but try to make me minimize my spending habits because I had cash in hand, man. And so whenever we'd leave a school and it's to tata my taxi, I'd be like, I'm not gonna pick and pay, man. I don't gonna pay something. You know, I'm like that.
Yeah.
Even sometimes when we're here in studio, I'll be like, guys, let's grab a snack in the morning, and then we'll grab lunch later on around 1, 2, or 3, or whatever the case is, right? And so I do take mental note of it, but we pay it. We try to tell it. And I think because there are few places that limit one to use their card, right? And so utokutlapa ikatalingeni or ingi or ATM ayina mali, you can't withdraw and things of that nature. It limits me. Personally.
More than anything, I think it's convenience.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, there was a time where like I was really trying to become like digital. You'd go to the local spaza shop, they say we don't swipe anything below 12 rands.
Or 50 rands.
You know. Yeah. Then you like, I have to reconsider actually, you know, and go back to cash or consider having cash each and every time when I have money. I'll go withdraw and have at least 300 or 500 in my wallet. Right. So more than anything, I think it's convenience. Here, you know, township, you need to have cash, whether you like it or not. Like, you just need to have cash.
Yeah.
You can't swipe a cigarette. Enjoy pondo. Umuntu sekathi angithepele yona yipi.
We're all using Yokos now. That's funny, man. That's funny.
Well, actually, if you do have a phone in the NFC, you don't need
NFC,
to buy
yeah.
Because your phone can become
be used as a It's interesting. It's interesting.
5 rand when you withdraw a gas. Like, I was thinking about it the other day, where whenever we go and withdraw money, that's 10%.
It's a lot of money.
Now, let's just imagine we do this every single day.
It means in Yalanga 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Well, look, let's say we withdraw 100 rand.
Oh, yeah.
You charge
10 rand.
50 bucks in a week. That's the amount.
So it's about 200 a month.
Wow.
200 a month. That's lost for unnecessary things or unnecessarily so.
Sure.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think also personal preference I think plays a role here.
Yeah.
You know, where I know you guys prefer cashless over cash. I prefer cash, man. And the reason I think is this perception that we have and this mindset in society where no one denies cash. Even people who prefer a cashless society, you wouldn't deny cash.
I mean, you wouldn't.
If for some reason, let's say you were selling these STINT caps, the one that you have, right? And someone says, "I'm fitting my accounting. Now you want 15, you're petting it, son." You would.
Sure, but you have to pay your Netflix subscription. If you go and I owe you, I owe you. You've got your Spotify, Netflix, as well as other things.
Other subscriptions,
So it's no nai. Would you have that thing with man? Just, you know,
look, you know what?
Or let's say I do it once, twice, and I regularly pay you. Yeah, but what I'm asking is, can you deny cash and say
no? I wouldn't. So me personally, look,
so
whatever.
You take
I'll
the
make
time to go and deposit it.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. Whatever. You know why? You know why? You know why, Banele? You know why? And I'll make a very, well, not stupid, but slightly ridiculous, right? We tend to think, and Tay mentioned this, and this has been resonating with me since he came. Since he came, and he says that because we function in the middle class as a society, we tend to think that everyone is of that nature, right? I remember last year, go McDonald's, they go extension 3 at the Pick and Pay, right? It's about 7, 8 at night. I'm like, Chief, I can't be standing at the stove and let me go grab something to eat. I'm tired. I'm going to work in the morning. Quickly grab something to eat. And it was month end. I go there. I've been using that screen thing, the thing that you order your food.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, that
thingy that they use. I mean, KFC now has it. I'm seeing other restaurants, fast food restaurants, they're trying to
self-service.
Yeah, right. I've been using it since like 2018 when it was introduced. I know how to use it. Either using my card physically there or getting the slip and going to pay there, depending on whether I have cash on me or not. So I don't mind. So I get there, I order my food, blah, 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 blah. I pay there physically. I'm standing, I'm waiting for my order to be called, right? For my number to be called. This guy walks in with a family. It's him, it's the wife, and 2 children. Everyone wants to eat out, right?
Yeah.
And as he walks in, he sees that there isn't necessarily a line for people to go and order, right? Everyone is making use of that self-service machine. He stands there for like a second, and I'm realizing I'm seeing it. And I walk up to him, and I'm like, my brother, are you okay? Do you need help? And no more, he couldn't say it to anyone in the shop because it's embarrassing. Man, that guy was in his late 30s, maybe early 40s.
He can't
or
use
mid 40s. He couldn't use the thing.
Yeah.
Right? And so I walked up to him and I'm like, my brother, do you need help? He's like, right? And I didn't laugh because it's not a funny thing. It's not, honestly. And so I asked him, what do you want? He's like, please for the kids get this, that, and the other. So I show him the options for the kiddies meal. Right? Here's the options, here are the prices. You can add, you can subtract, you can alter or mix and match your meal to suit you, right? Come on, say the option, okay, but I for two. I do two orders of that, and then for him and the wife. Because the wife was there with the kids, and so I asked him, "What do you want to get with the wife?" And so these are the options of burgers, right? And large, small, medium, whatever. You can do your drink for yourself and whatever. So I show him. It's like, and as I'm going and I'm ordering, I'm showing him this is the price.
Yeah.
This is what it's going to amount to. And I also told him that you have the option to use your card here
on the machine,
or you can go and pay at the till. Yeah. All right, and we went through it. We rounded off the meal, and then I get a option view order.
Yes.
We view the order. I show him
if you want to remove or
add or whatever. Right? You have the option of eating in or taking it as a takeaway. Right, and that experience for me also taught me slightly a bit more, or made me realize that not everyone is as savvy as we tend to think, right? And it's the same thing that Tim mentioned when he was here. Because we're not a function within the middle class and we're exposed like that, we tend to think, right? There's people who don't know what an NFC is, by the way. There's people who have flagship phones better than the ones that you and I have, and they don't know the full capacity or the specs of that phone, right?
It has to be a constant reminder.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And so it reminded me, but not everyone works like that. And so I would make it easy for the next person, as opposed to going through the whole ordeal of having to explain to you.
That's
just too much for me. So it's fine. I don't mind. It'll take time and effort from my side, but I'll do it. For instance, I'll tell you, I haven't done the for my Wi-Fi subscription.
Okay.
I still go physically and pay it physically.
I haven't paid online.
I prefer physically going. I can do it.
I love putting a charge.
You understand? No, I can, but it's a personal preference thing.
But I understand.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, because I can, man. There's a lot of things that I pay using my phone. Fast. Send that.
It's a preference.
It's a preference thing. You know, more than anything else. But that's why I think characteristics, personal traits, and preferences play a huge role, and behavior traits as well play a huge role. So, yeah, man.
Yeah. Speaking of course, keeping your spending patterns right there. I see that I can't even keep up with what is happening right
People
here.
People are blowing.
But I see right
but we
there.
love it and we appreciate it.
Yeah, from Z. Cheers to episode #196. Well done, team, for pushing. Thank you so much, Z. And then Mr. Mimne came through again with a 250 rands. Appreciate you saying, Vooka team, this is for the good work done throughout the year and celebrating the 200th episode. Have a blessed festive season. Vooka breakfast show.
Man, Mom Tembi, Nelly, Z, and the family. Guys, you don't understand. You don't understand. Like, appreciation is too much of an understatement.
Man, it is.
The word appreciation is too much of an understatement.
Yeah.
The words haven't been invented yet. Like, but we really, seriously, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Like, we can't wait to have you
Thank
physically
you.
in the studio.
Thank
I know
you.
we called, well, not we, but Z and Nelly called Mum Tembi when they were here last week Tuesday, because we had an impromptu closing function,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it was Ziwa, Baba.
Yeah,
It was
strong.
post on the studio.
Yeah.
And she was surprised. You guys are in studio. What's happening? You know. And so I tried to reiterate it to Uzi and Nelly, telling them that, guys, when we don't see your names in the comment section, guys, well, I mean, we understand. You know, there are circumstances that
sometimes
play a
it's
role.
power cards and
power
things
cards,
like
it's
that,
work, it's
yeah.
whatever. Life happens, right? But when we don't see those names, or when those names don't come through in the comment section, it's like there's something wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it feels wrong, or it feels like there's something
Yeah.
missing. So guys, we love you and we appreciate you so much. Motswadi, thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
And then I see before that, Z came through saying, but to be honest, digital banking keeps me in check with following
For my budget,
my
yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
Then she comes through again saying, very profound, MooCee. Not every technologically savvy like everyone. Some also have a preference of doing it the
old
old
school
school
way.
way.
Yeah,
And that brings me to the question that closes this conversation that we're having, that if you had to choose one method for the next 6 months, would you go old school with cash or embrace the digital wave for expense tracking, and why? I mean, to make it simple, I would go old school, right? Because
old school being what? Cash.
yeah, cash, man. We need cash. I mean, for example, when we go want to buy our favorite snacks right there, you know, inyama ya madoda.
I never say
When you want to buy that kind of meat, like you
guys get a charger
can't.
for number in. Get a charger. I
Yo,
charge you
bro,
guys.
you have to eat
And I have a
lungs.
bende.
Lungs. Yo, guys, I'm a papu.
Guys, if you were to see the
The
meat, that is-
trachea.
so it's not that I don't eat that meat.
Yeah.
It's where you buy it for me.
Ah,
No,
what do you mean?
The nails have to be black.
Yeah, I mean that's real street food.
I never.
That's street food.
Have you seen that Indian food? I never.
I mean, but for
yeah.
me, I think that will be the reason to go old school, because
Those
we
people
love to
don't
buy
have
ourselves-
online stuff, yeah.
We love to have ourselves some local stuff. I mean, if you want to buy something for yourself, a drink for your friends, I mean, cash most of the time will be the most available option that you would have based on the situation that you are. I mean, if you are in that area where digital is a thing, whereby anything you can just buy by tapping, yes, if it allows you can be someone who would go for the next 6 months, or maybe for the rest of the remainder of the time that you have digital, right? But for now, by just being in the environment that I am in, which is being in the township, guys, cash. I mean, I would choose cash for the next, I don't know how many months, but as long as I'm still in, but it's not to say we are taking away the education of saying there is a digital option for
platform,
people. Understand?
Yeah, to make use
but
of.
yeah, I would go cash. And then for you, the next 6 months?
Nah, cash, obviously. Cash,
Why?
cash. Look, I think, especially to go back to the fact that not everyone is savvy like that,
Yeah.
right? And you remember when we spoke about this one months ago, there's this guy that I follow. Well, not so much so, but I love consuming his content.
Yeah.
He goes all over China, visiting the different provinces. Fel Tommy, the guy he's from Ghana. Yeah, Fel Tommy, right? I was watching it on Saturday even. In China, or in Asian countries, for the most part, cashless is a thing.
Yes.
Because that's how the government and the society has been conditioned. Guys, we need to be transitioning. And we know that technologically wise, Asian countries are beating the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Right? And we're playing catch up
Way
to
advanced.
them. Completely.
Yeah.
We're playing catch up to them, and we get these things from them. Okay, you can have like a little machine that can mop for you, and you set it to a timer, whatever the case. Or you have a thing that technologically ripens or peels your fruit and your veggies for you, whatever the case. We're playing catch up to them. And so when you go to those countries, it makes sense to be cashless.
Cashless,
Do
yeah.
you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But we're playing catch up in our own country here, and almost every other African country is looking to South Africa. What is South Africa doing?
Yeah.
Where are they? Or they have Wi-Fi now, even in the townships. Clearly, it means it can be a thing. Let's introduce that.
Of course.
They have a cashless society in their urban areas or in their Kotoropong, right? Oh, then it means it can be a thing. They have the richest square mile in Africa. It means it can be a thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And so, if and when we get to that point, I will absolutely transition because I have the know-how and I have the knowledge. But for now, as it stands in our townships, we're still developing. We're still developing.
We're getting there.
We are getting there, you know, and for the most part, people are slowly starting to transition and starting to learn, you know, but by virtue of the fact that there's more people who are on the cashless side more than the digital side.
True.
I would still be on
True.
for the next 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
I'd still be cashless. Yes,
and
sir.
I think one of the things that shocked me, and I think I would be interested in that, which is palm paying. Do you know anything about palm paying? Paying with your palm.
No, I'm not sure that
guys, that is one of the things that I would never hesitate to not get. Trust me.
Having a
paying
chip
with your palm.
Having
guys,
a chip or a watch.
Exactly. Having a chip in your body.
No, thanks.
That's one of the things I would
We're taking
consider
it too
doing.
far. I'm sorry, my brother.
It's not. That's really like convenience of being in a cashless society.
You know that movie, What Happened to Monday? You know Mr. B, right?
Yeah. I mean, there is talks right now of human beings having chips in their mind to store information. Imagine if you could do that. Everywhere you go, when they ask you that kind of information, you don't need to go back and fetch your ID. It's here, Baba.
No.
You see, also studies were done that they were taking or sequencing DNA of plants and all of that, and they found Uguti, they can actually store petabytes of data inside DNA of a plant. So biologically so,
because they have memory. I read that somewhere.
Yeah, because biologically so, they can also, well, they found a way to sequence it as ones and zeros, binary.
Sure.
But you can store way more information.
Yeah.
And it's also been said, the brain does not forget. Yes, you may suspend something.
Yeah.
But once the knowledge has been embedded, it's always there.
It's always
to
there.
access. Yeah,
it's
sure.
always
Sure.
there. So, I mean, look, you've got biometrics. So what if, because they've taken your fingerprints, rather than installing a chip, can't I pay using my fingerprint instead? Rather than
maybe then having something installed. Yeah, I think that I would.
That's part of evolving.
Maybe I would gravitate slightly towards it than having a. No, I'm sorry.
Or can I just punch in a code or a number?
Yeah.
You know, or like your IG number, so that everything is tracked, especially considering Stats South Africa and things of that nature. Like there's other ways to consider than
but
chip.
you don't mind being
I see it as Luciferian
vaccinated.
technology.
Luciferian.
That's a topic for another day.
But you don't mind being vaccinated.
I do.
But it's another
There's
conversation for another
someone
day.
who said, those of us who didn't get the jab versus those who did get the jab. Yeah, but it's a conversation for another day, man. Yes, sir, Mr. Moore.
But that's how we sum this conversation right now. But the question still stands. If you had to choose one method for the next 6 months, would you go old school with cash or embrace the digital way for expense tracking, and why? Talk to us by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show,
yes,
or
sir.
call us in or send your voice note on 06049333226. That's 06049333226. What we're going to do right now is to take a short break and then come back with your daily bread. Some of the things that you didn't know, you will know. So don't switch the dial. It's 27 minutes past 9, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, your energetic start to the day, accompanied by our daily dose of positivity. Connect with us throughout our social media platform by just only typing Vooka Breakfast Show. We are live right now on YouTube. You can share the live with your friends. Tell your friends to tell their friends. Some of the comments have came in right there on YouTube, and still in appreciations of the gifts that we're still getting. Badimni came through saying, good morning team, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag
Hello, Bali.
Sivugile.
Sir.
Then Temimni came through saying, we love you too, Vooka team. We love you.
Completely. We appreciate
we are going to miss this.
Completely. It's going to be a very long month. It's going to be such a long month, man.
Yeah.
But I think Queen mentioned it last week that we completely need it. We do. Like, I'm sorry, we do.
Yep.
As much as we're going to miss each other, you know, as the Vooka Nation and the Vooka team, spending mornings, not being able to spend mornings together is going to be slightly, you know, weird or strange. You know, like I mentioned, the 3 days that we each had for taking leave, it was weird. It was strange, man. Not being able to say, welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show, where radio meets TV only and exclusively.
Imagine now for a month.
It's going to be a long month. It's going to be a long month. But we're going to come back, guys, and we're going to come back refreshed and having so much more energy. Keep sharing your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. It needs not end there. It continues on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. In a second, we're going to be hanging out with Mom Patricia, and I look forward to that engagement, man. It promises to be such an interesting conversation because we always try to bring you people who are doing great and amazing stuff in and around our communities, and this Monday morning is no exception whatsoever. Movers and shakers for the last week of the show. From the 15th to the 19th is the last week. But before we get to that, Mr. Mo, I know you and I always have something to share with the Vooka Nation.
Of
yes,
course. You know that in terms of knowing what is going around and what's being celebrated, because it is the 15th of December.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday there was a day that's being celebrated, but of course someone is asking themselves, what are we celebrating today? Because we have some of the interesting days that are being celebrated. I mean, today we are celebrating National Wear Your Pals Day. And it's observed Mishu. It's observed every year on this day, and was founded in 2015 by author and motivational speaker Diana Bucket as a reminder of resilience and inner beauty. The day uses the symbolism of pearl, formed when an oyster turns irritation into something precious, to encourage people to recognize how their own struggles can create strength, wisdom, and value. It's less about jewelry and more about honoring the layers of growth we build through adversity, celebrating the fact that, like pearls, we become stronger and more radiant over time. Do you wear pearls? And
do I wear pearls? Uthi no pearl manj.
You guys wear pearls?
No, man. I think pearls are slightly an older generation thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't think like my 1K wear pearls now. And I get my 1K. Let's say late 70s to mid 90s. All the way to 97, I think. Pearls are not necessarily like a thing now. There are still women who appreciate like a nice pearl, or if like it's a theme thing.
I was about to ask,
if it's themed.
Is it an outfit thing?
Sure, I think it's a theme thing, you know. But like, let's say Usmani. Usmani is a solid 1K. Do you think she would wear pearls like randomly?
With the proper outfit, yes.
Randomly.
Yeah. But I will say this, because thinking back, my mom had like little chest with, you know, pearls.
But yeah, the jewelry.
She doesn't have that. So there is a difference.
It's a generational thing.
But obviously, in terms of jewelry, she's got other forms of jewelry.
Yeah, no, sure.
Right? Yeah,
Chamber of Pearls.
Yeah, hi man.
We should bring them back. Maybe. For Makoti, just buy her
for
pearls.
Makoti.
Yeah.
I can Makoti. Don't worry, I'm not 25 years. I'm still very young.
But I just love that pearls, they are for encouraging people to, recognize how their own struggles can create strength, wisdom, and value. It's less about jewelry, because we know people nowadays, they just want to show off what they're wearing. So it is very interesting. Another day that is being celebrated today is Christmas Bird Count Week, observed annually from December 14th to January 5th. It's a long-running global bird watching tradition where tens of thousands of volunteers head outdoors to count and count and record bird species in their local area. The data, organized by National Audubon Society, helps scientists track bird population, migration patterns, and environmental changes, making it one of the most important community science projects in conservation. This is the weirdest thing what people can do.
What's that?
Going out and counting birds.
Bird watching.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a thing. I've seen a lot of it in movies.
Have you done it?
Why would I go out?
Jesus
Look,
Christ.
no judgment, guys. This is not me trying to judge anyone, but it's not a me thing. But it's interesting for people. There's this series. Do you know Orange is the New Black? Have you watched? Have you watched Mr. B? Okay, there's a character in the Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
She came out with a new series. It's like those limited series is like, yeah. She's a bird watcher in that series. She's an investigator, a PI, and an expert PI, but she's a bird watcher as well, and she pays attention. But so for those people, it's interesting. I can understand why.
Yeah.
Sure.
So today it is that bird watch day. If you are someone who is a conservationist, you can just go out and count the bird for us, and then just confirm the number of birds that you have seen or counted throughout the day.
Absolutely, man. On a day-to-day basis, there are people who are celebrating their birthdays, or at least who should be celebrating their birthdays. Just to go through them very quickly, one person, Mr. B, who stands out, and you and I were on stage with her physically.
I love
at the 2025 Kota Festival that was held right here in Dobsonville at the Congo Grounds, right next to the Dobsonville Stadium. Naledi Apiwe, who was born on this day, 2006. Guys, what's happening in life? Influencer 2006. Imagine, man. And Naledi Apiwe was born on this day on the 15th of December back in 2006, and she's turning 20 today, celebrating her birthday, right? The other celebrity who's celebrating their birthday is Adam Brody, who's turning 46 and was born on this day back in 1979. Do you know Adam Brody? You don't watch, nah? I know you don't watch a lot of TV.
Where does he act?
There's a lot.
Indie.
There is the OC. There's quite a lot of movies that I can go into and watch. And then the last birthday that we have in celebration for today, right on the Vooka Breakfast Show, is Jesse Lingard. This is soccer. Now that
of course.
Okay, there we go. Jesse Lingard.
This is my man.
Is my man. I got kids, bro. Jesse Lingard was born on this day back in 1992 on the 15th of December, and turning 33 years old. So if you have anyone else who's celebrating their birthday, please send through your shout out so that we can help you wish them a huge happy birthday. I have just one. There's a lady that I used to sing with back in the Mzansi Youth Choir.
Okay.
Nice. Celebrating her birthday today. She is a December baby, and I hope that she has a huge happy birthday and she enjoys it. So for anyone who's celebrating their birthdays, from us right here on the Vooka team, as the Vooka Breakfast Show, as the Vooka Nation, we would like to say
Happy birthday!
Woo-hoo!
Yeah!
Hip hip hooray! 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 Nice one, man. We hope the year will be filled with love, laughter, and all things great. You absolutely deserve it, right? In a few seconds, we're going to be hanging out with Patricia Ogle, someone who's doing great and amazing stuff in and around our communities. And I can't wait to get into this conversation, like I mentioned. She is the visionary founder of Ogle Foundation NPC, dedicated to driving community development, youth empowerment, and gender-based violence advocacy. With a deep passion for uplifting vulnerable communities, she works to empower women, girls, and young people while fostering sustainable change. As an active member of the region, the CGBV Forum, and a proud recipient of the Women Power Awards back in 2024, she continues to champion initiatives that inspire resilience, equality, and transformation. I can't wait to get into this conversation, and she's joining us in studio physically right now. She's here, and she's excited, and I can already feel the energy resonating off of her. So let's please welcome Mom Patricia Patty Ogle. Yes, sir. Welcome, Mutani. Welcome.
Thank you so much. What a pleasure it is to meet you guys. God is so good. I'm honored to be here. I'm actually overwhelmed.
Man. We love it. We love it when people come with so much energy, you know. So welcome. You're at home, and feel free. There's no need to be nervous whatsoever. whatsoever, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So for someone who's watching and listening and wants to find out who Patricia is and some of the spaces that you're involved in, because I mean, from some of the things that I've read, you're involved in so much, right? And it sounds like you have achieved and have been doing so much for so long. So who is Patricia? Where is she from? And what are some of the spaces that you're involved in?
Oh, I've never thought about that. But thank you very much. So I'm Patricia Ogle. I was born in Durban in Newlands East. That's where I grew up.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I came to Joburg, like everybody else, going to greener pastures.
Yeah.
And here I am. But in all my walks of life, I used to be call it a know-it-all young girl who thought I knew it and I knew this and I could do this. But I realized as you grow on, you realize that you actually don't know nothing. And then I started seeing people eating in the dustbin. And I thought, do people eat in a dustbin in South Africa? I mean, you wouldn't think people eat in a dustbin in South Africa. Because, I mean, we're like the best country.
Yeah.
And I said, it's not my business. My son Joshua was a baby then. He was sitting, I was working from home.
Yeah.
And he was sleeping. And I said, don't eat in a dustbin. He said, Mama, I eat in a dustbin every day. Even if you give me food today, I'm still going to continue eating in a dustbin.
Oh, wow.
And that broke my heart. And I thought, what can I do? I don't have money. I don't have a garage. I don't have anything. So where do I start? What do I do? And I'm not even a cook for that matter. And I said, in Jesus' name, I'm going to do something. I don't know, because the saying is you start where you at. You start with what you have. So you don't have to worry about how much you earn, who's your mother, who's your father. You just start. Because helping people is about the heart. What do you feel in your heart? What do you want to give back? And if you know God, it makes it even easier and better that you can be able to give back. And I started feeding people just on my own and feeding them. But, you know, if you start feeding 5 people, then next week you see 10
people. Call another 5 people.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to share the food that you have. So you say, go to Mama, but don't say it's me. And I see new faces all the time, and I'm like, how did you come? I said, no, Mama, I was here last week. Because they're not going to tell you who sent them.
I heard from someone else.
So it just continued and continued. So I started feeding 3 people, really. And today I'm sitting at 480 people.
What?
Wow.
But the community has been so wonderful.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, there are people who know me as a can lady. Now, if you say can lady, it's like I'm crazy or something. But because I'm asking for cans, if I see you, give me baked beans. I'm always asking for baked beans. I'm always asking for clothing, especially men clothing, because men just simply don't have anything to wear, unfortunately. And it's so hard to get the clothing for them.
Yeah.
So all the time I'm asking for donation. I'll tell you now that if I walk in a shop, like, I don't want to call the name of the shop, but if I walk in and people see me, they actually hide, because I'm going to say, just buy me pads, please. Just buy me. You know, so I'm forever asking. But I know if I don't do that and a homeless man comes up to you and asks, you're not going to give them. At least me, I stand a chance. And I know I'm going with the power of the Holy Spirit. And I do get it. And I have to say that thank you to 100% Foundation, because they've really extended their hand, and we are actually feeding people on the Christmas Eve, the 24th of December.
Nice.
We feed them at the park. And so we say we're expecting 50 people and we have 300 people and so on. But now, because it's school holidays, we're going to have plenty of people,
more people on
that. And so we cook and we serve people. So 100% Foundation has really, really walked the journey with me, and I thank them. I give them all the thanks, and may God continue to bless them. Another project that is closer to my heart is keeping girls in school, because I realize for some reason I've always worked for myself, and every time I will go to a meeting, I will see there's 10 men and there's 2 women. Why? Because there's more women in the world but you know why? At least 90 days a year girls are missing school. But nobody talks about that. Now they're going to be talking about matric results,
Yes.
and there'll be less girls on stage, but no one is going to ask why.
Why? Yeah.
But girls are missing school because they don't have sanitary towels. I mean, a lot of people say, but why do you say that? I never had sanitary towels. Even though I had a mother and a father, but I had no I used newspapers and socks for my sanitary pads. But if I can stop one girl from using that newspaper and then tomorrow you can't walk, wow, what a pleasure that brings.
Yeah, powerful.
But for me, I'm saying everybody should be able to do something. And even if you keep one girl, even in your family, from not missing school because of those pads, you would have done a great job. Of course, I have a gripe with our government because they are busy printing condoms, and yet you have a choice to use a condom. You don't have a choice to use a pad. It just comes. You didn't call it. You can know the date, but you didn't call it. And now the parents are sitting at home, they're unemployed, they're sitting and deciding whether to buy bread or to buy a pad. We shouldn't be in that position. So it really, I know I don't have the power to be able to, because periods are coming every single day. There's not one day they don't come. Because today it's 1,000 women, tomorrow it's 1,000, and the cycle just keeps going. And yet we're just doing nothing about it. It's just business as usual. But it's not business as usual because really this is a critical stage. And for us to empower even the girl child, of course the boy child needs to be empowered. But to empower that child, we need to come on board. We need to start loving one another. We need to start praying together. We need to share. And the world will be a better place.
Completely.
That is very interesting, and just being part of the journey and hearing some of the work that you have done. But now let's talk about how important is it for you to understand that there are circumstances that lead people to need help in the first place. How important is that?
Well, it's very important, and I think the basic is just to love one another instead of laughing at each other and gossiping about each other. If we could all just help one another, I promise you the world will be a better place. So we got to start, we need to connect. Like I was saying this morning coming in here, that we are so close and yet we're so far.
From each other.
We just need to start coming together and loving one another and going back to basics. What God intended us to do on earth is to love one another and be there and help one another. If there was no need for us to help one another, we probably wouldn't be here. We are here because you empower me, I empower you, we are all empowered. The next person is empowered and life goes on smoothly. With all the problems of the world that we have now is because you told, you showed, you said this, you said that. There's always bickering and pointing fingers at each other, and that's why we just don't get anywhere. So we just need to go back to basics.
And we are seeing that you are an active member of the Regency for GBV Forum, and we know that our country right now, it still continues to grapple with the gender-based violence. So according to you, what was that personal or community experience that pushed you to step up and become part of the solution right now?
Well, because I saw for a long time, I mean, sometimes you try and ignore the problem, but if you keep seeing it, it means you are meant to do something about it.
Definitely.
So I saw that there was a lot of violence and a lot of fighting and a lot of child abuse and women abuse. And I thought, if I continue to keep quiet, I'm agreeing with what's happening.
You're complacent.
So for you to do whatever small that you can do, you need to get involved. And that's where it came from.
But talk to me. I mean, when we talk about GBV, I mean, less than a month ago, we had the shutdown, right? With the Women for Change movement and the Color Purple making so much noise and going around on social media, on the news and stuff, to a point where the president himself had to get involved, right? Because it was affecting the G20 that was taking place that weekend. But sometimes GBV is treated as if, or it's approached as if it's something that only affects women, all right? But it affects everyone in society, whether young or old. Some of us come from households where GBV was a thing in the house that you grew up in, right? So how do we bring in men and young boys in and around our communities so that we fight a meaningful and we fight in an accountable way as well, so that everyone is involved in the conversation of trying to get rid of this thing that's going around?
Well, we need to bring men, to talk to men.
Sure. Yeah.
We need to bring them on board. And they should not just be spectators, but we all need to solve this problem.
Yeah.
It's because women don't abuse themselves. But if we're going to talk to men as an audience, we're not going to get anywhere. So they need to come back and be part of the solution.
Yeah.
So that we really get rid of it. Because we can get rid of it if we start bringing people together and letting men be accountable as well.
Yeah. But what do you think are some of the uncomfortable truths that South Africans need to face? Because I think we especially when it's something uncomfortable and it's awkward, we don't want to talk about it, right? When Mom Patricia comes to me and says, "MooCee, there's about 10 people in your community who don't have a meal at the end of the day. Please come help." I'm like you mentioned, when you walk into the shop, people hide and things of that nature, right? So then, what do you think are some of the uncomfortable truths that a lot of South Africans need to confront if we are really, really, really serious about, dealing with this femicide and this issue of GBV that is a huge thing in our country?
I think we are scared. The communities, the people are protecting the abusers because they provide for them, they feed them, they are church leaders, they are school principals,
community leaders.
So we're protecting them. Not that we want to protect them, but because we know that we depend on them for whatever. And what would it look like if I accuse my pastor? What would it look like? What would the community say about me if I say this about my teacher? And so there's this pretend you didn't see kind of attitude. It's not my fault. Anyway, it's not my problem. I wasn't abused. She was abused. And one thing I know is that abuse is not only just physical.
Emotional.
It's emotional.
Psychological.
And I don't think we understand how deep emotional abuse is. I mean, I don't want to get started and talk about my own abuse because I had more emotional abuse than physical abuse. But you can't sit licking your own wounds all the time. At least go out there and do something. So emotional abuse is even harder because the sore and the blood dries out. And
it heals.
And I mean, I had an op here 2 years ago on my finger. It was a small thing, but it's gone now. I can hardly believe that I had it. But let me tell you, the pain that I had in 1980, I still feel it. When I talk about it, I still feel it. And then you will hear people say, "Oh, you haven't forgiven." I have forgiven. It's just you don't forget what was done to you, and it's very hard. So I think the more we start talking about it, the more we make people comfortable in talking about the truth. Wow, we'll go very far.
Definitely.
And we know that sometimes when we talk and gather as people, to talk about these issues, systems are being formed, right, to protect, some of the victims that have went through this. So according to you, what systems are currently failing the survivors of GBV, and what immediate changes would you like to see from the government or the civil society in general? Because I would like to also mention some of the people who have came forward, who have spoken and say the government has not done enough to make GBV something that we call an emergency state, right? A disaster management, just to be part of how it is dealt as a state of the nation address. So according to you, in terms of the systems that are currently failing the survivors of GBV, what immediate changes would you like to see from the government or the civil society in general?
Well, there's a lot of bodies that are there to help the people, but The same police station that I run to when I'm abused is the same police station that traumatizes me. Because I relive what I went through.
Yeah.
Instead of them comforting me, what were you wearing? What time was it when you were? So there's all these questions, and that's why people don't come forward, because now you must go and retell the story. So there's no comforting. So the clinics are doing that. Of course, it's human beings that run those clinics, which means there's a lot of training that needs to come into our communities.
Yeah.
People didn't need to understand that I'm at a job and I need to do this, and maybe that will come down. But for now, how must I go to the clinic and tell them that I was raped? How many questions am I going to sit there and answer? What was I wearing? Was I wearing a dress? Was I wearing a short skirt? What were you looking for?
What did you do?
Because it's my right to be who I am. I have a right to be on earth. I don't need anyone's permission.
Yeah.
So don't start judging me. But there's so much judgmental in these bodies. It's scary to go to the police station. Let me tell you, it's scary to go to the police even just for an affidavit. Because you ask a lot of questions. I mean, the other day, the guy asked me, why are you doing so many affidavits? I said, at the end of the year, we normally do. Because at school, they want this, and at church, they want this. There's a lot of things that we need affidavit for. But they even ask you why.
Yeah.
But that's their job. So it's something needs to be done.
Yeah.
But like I say, conversations are good. But these conversations need to start bearing results. And let's start changing instead of just talking and doing nothing about it.
Yeah, that is very powerful. So for someone listening right now who feels powerless or afraid to speak out, because we have a lot of people out there who are, afraid to speak out about their situation, what message would you give them?
Well, first of all, you need to know that you matter. Doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah.
You matter.
Yeah.
Your voice matters, and you are important, and you are relevant. Even if you have to speak to just one person, please do. Find somebody that you trust, that you can go to, that you can speak. So voice your opinion. It's about time that we started to speak out.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Proper stuff, man.
It's really profound. And sure, first of all, I have to say thank you for the work that you do. But I also want to ask, in terms of faith and belief, that where did this love for the community stem from? Is it something that is faith-based, or is it also a contributing factor towards the work that you do?
Well, yes, faith-based. But for me, it's more understanding who God is in my life. What God does, what Christ died for. And so because I understand who God is and who he wants me to be, and the main thing is that he wants me to love his people.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing what God wants me to do, because I would not have started this just on my own, because if I had started it on my own, I would have counted how many rands and cents I have.
Yeah.
Where do I stay? Am I having a big house? I would never have done it, because if you see where I stay, it's not a big house, it's a small little kitchen. But we feed 300 people from there.
Imagine.
So it's got nothing to do with who you are, what you have, how much you earn.
Yeah.
Who you married, it's got absolutely nothing to do with that. God is the foundation.
Yeah, man.
Powerful.
I love it. I love it.
Lastly, before we let you go, if South Africa truly committed to ending GBV, what would real change look like according to you in the next 5 years? And how can every listener be part of that future?
So safer homes. For me, will be safer homes that children are not afraid to be in their own home.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, so many children, I work with a lot of no-fee schools. Now that schools are closing, I get over 100 please call me's. Is those children, because children are scared to be in their own homes.
Imagine.
They would rather be at school because they get a meal at school. Now that it's school holidays, it means they're sitting at home. They don't know where the food is going to come from. Then if I do have airtime myself, I would phone back, what's wrong, baby? It's school holidays, Mama. I don't have food. I don't have pads. So the children would rather be in school than be at home because home is not safe. That's a problem.
It is.
So if we can have safer homes, we can have safer communities. I mean, there are communities where they don't even come out. I mean, where I stay, you hear gunshots the whole time. So you don't know. We just need to start going back there. So if in 10 years and 5 years' time we could have safer communities where I could walk anytime, where I could be free, in my own country. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That would be really
nice.
amazing.
It will be really nice.
Instead of always looking at your back, who's following me.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time before when I used to see a young man following me and I say, oh my God, I wonder if he's got a knife. Because you don't even know. You are afraid. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, is he hungry? You don't know. And that's why you greet him even before he goes past you, because you're trying to calm the situation before he attacks you, because you don't know who's going to attack you. You don't know who's the enemy. So, but because of God's love, I tell you, Rodoport,
it's the safest place you can be. I can imagine.
Rodoport is the safest place for me, and I thank God that He placed me there, because there really must be a reason that I'm there. But it's absolutely fantastic to be in God.
Nice.
Amen.
Nice. Yeah.
I love it, man. In closure, someone is finding all of the things that you're saying so lovely, so intriguing, so interesting, wants to get in connection with you, either to help, to donate, to collaborate with you, or just to find out a bit more information and see how they can get involved. Where do I find you? How can I get in contact with you? Social media, emails, phone numbers, everything else in between. Talk to me.
Wow. Well, as old as I am, and I must say that I when I started in 2016, I said, I'm not going on social media. I don't need social media. And to my surprise, I've got 3 Facebooks pages that I maintain. I have 3 Instagram pages that I maintain. I am on LinkedIn. In fact, I think I'm everywhere for a go-go. I'm quite surprised with myself. So I'm available on Facebook as Patty Ogle. There's also Ogle Foundation NPC. Of course, I'm on LinkedIn as Patty Ogle. Ogle Foundation. So Patty Ogle Foundation, you will find us anywhere. We are all there. My number is 076 313 2247. I try and answer as much as I can. You can send a message. My email address is ogle.in for Nelly PC at Joshua, what's the email address?
ogle.foundation.npc
at
.org.
We don't even know what's that.
We'll find it for you and then post for
that's
people.
where we are. So we are very much available. I know that I need a lot of volunteers. It's always nice to get volunteers, but unfortunately as well, volunteers always say, but Mama, how much you gonna pay me? And now Mama doesn't have the money to pay. So I said, okay, don't worry, my baby. Maybe next time I'll have money to pay you. But those who are free to come, we feed the people, especially on Christmas Eve. It's just to give back to people. You say, I dished up for an hungry man on Christmas Eve. And it's such a boost. It's so liberating to give something back. And so we would definitely appreciate that. We do that at Harry Brown Park in Rodoport, not far from Rank 5. We get there at 10 o'clock and leave about 3 o'clock, or when the food is finished, and it seems to finish so fast. But we are there to do our bit. And of course, if you've got any male clothing, especially, or any clothing, because every time there's somebody by the gate who needs this and somebody by the gate who needs that. So anything. And of course, schools are going to open now. We need lots and lots of pads. We need to keep girls in school. We had a beautiful sponsorship from the Grind Foundation for at least 7-8 years. It did suddenly stop, and we are just praying that God is on the throne and we can continue, because you know that 1 month that the child went to school without worrying whether they Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I think I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget I'm 60 and I start jumping up and down. But it's just so wonderful. So we're just praying that those people come back and pray for those. And of course, I just want to not forget there's a place called Golden Harvest Evangelical. It's a retirement village in Magaliesberg.
Yeah.
So those people have been so awesome for years and years. They bring all the donation. They will keep our account open.
Oh, man.
They will donate, the caps for the wheelchairs, plastic caps. They are my mother and father.
Powerful.
So blessings to them. Shout out to them. All my prayer warriors that pray with me, that support me. I would not be able to do this on my own. I am just a vessel, and I stand here needing your prayers and your love. And of course to Vooka. I am Vooka breakfast mother from today onwards.
Love it.
I am here. Please follow Vooka.
Absolutely.
Breakfast Vooka with them. Because they're doing an amazing work. I just came in here and I'm already sold. And it's just young people. We need to support them. We need to do what we can so that they can be able to raise other young people out there. So I stand with you. I'm your mother, whether you like it or not.
I love it. I love it. You know what it reminds me of, Mo? It reminds me of the Tsepang NPO program, right? I don't know if you know the Tsepang Foundation. Yeah. So Mam Tozake was here a couple of months ago, and I'm getting the same energy and the same vibe from you. That's that motherly love, Mo, that you cannot replicate.
True.
And you can't teach. It's innate. It comes from you as an individual.
Natural.
And we love the work that you guys are doing out in Rodiport, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've known Tsepang Foundation for years because I went to school in Princess High. So I've known the Tsepang Foundation for a lot of years, and you guys are doing amazing work at that time, and so we really appreciate.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. It is a drop in the ocean because there's so much. And we cannot spread ourselves so much, but every little that you do goes such a long way.
Absolutely.
You change somebody's life. And in future they'll be able to, because we need to carry it forward. I don't want to die tomorrow and it's finished.
The work stops.
It shouldn't be finished.
It needs to carry on.
Well, that's his Joshua. Of course, he's my last born.
Sure.
He started when I got a camera when he was 10. I gave him a camera and I say, okay, from now on, you are
the one
Ogle
who's taking
Foundation. And he was like, but mommy, I'm 10. And I said, okay, you want to be 50 first? And he had no choice. He just had to go in. Today he's known as a photographer because he started, all the photos of Ogle Foundation, you see, he took them. Wow. So he listened to the call.
Nice.
And in fact, he didn't have a choice because,
Shout out to him.
He's part of the thing. We love it. Ma'am Patricia, thank you so much.
It's a
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you taking the time to come and hang out with us and share your story, and try to raise awareness about all these issues that are affecting not just the people who are in it, but all of us in the community, And I think we all need to be involved in some way or the other. So we really, really love the work that you're doing. And hopefully maybe sometime when you guys are doing something, the Vooka Breakfast Show can come through and, showcase and raise awareness.
Well, next year, 2026, we're going to be 10 years.
Wow.
And we really need to go to schools.
Yeah.
We need to preach the gospel.
Absolutely.
We need to tell people that we are there. We need to let people know that we are supporting them, that we love them, and share the love.
I love
and
it.
show God's love as well. But
I love it. This is what we do, Manakokai, right here, Ogle exclusively, where radio meets TV on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink on Network. Spending some great time with Ma'am Patricia Ogle from right here, our neighbor Moro Report, and she's doing great and amazing work. And she's spreading the love, she's raising awareness, and she's bringing the conversation to the table. The time right about now is 5 minutes after the hour, 10 o'clock. I don't want to get in trouble, man, because we've run out of time, unfortunately. And when you're having a good time,
excited.
Absolutely.
Of course, people know me as Patty. At school I was Patricia. So, if you call me now and say Patricia, I'm kind of like, Joshua
I
answered the
see.
phone.
I love it. But Mam Petty, we appreciate. We appreciate
Thank you
it.
so
And
much.
we really hope and wish that God will provide more.
God is
and more and
able.
more and
God
more.
is listening from your mouth to God's ears. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Absolutely.
Bless you guys. We
Thank
love
you. Mr. Mo?
Yeah.
For the rest of the week, talk to me. What are you looking forward to?
Man, looking forward to, of course, Friday because it's the last day.
the last
but
show.
we'll take our rest and
Yeah.
come back next year
Sure.
to do this work. Invite more people,
Yeah.
to tell us more about their work. But yeah, from me, I think that's all that I have.
I look forward to sharing some of the moments that we've experienced throughout the year.
Yeah.
I know we're going to do that on Thursday and Friday, right, Mr. B? That's going to be so exciting. I'm excited for it.
Yes.
I already have a few moments that I have in mind, and I look forward to that. But Monokohai, you know that you've been spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCee Mist. My name is MooCee Mist. This has been your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to your day right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Tomorrow, same time, same place. And as we give you all this great content, but until then, stay safe, stay warm, and stay cautious. We'll see you tomorrow. Gusta.
Merry Christmas.
Did you find the healing you seek? Or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That wasn't there. Go back. Hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. Yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone since you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name. I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same. Love it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away. You've been gone away. I forgot your middle name. I forgot your birthday. Your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Since you've been gone away so long. Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think. So you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door. Even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurts so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek? Or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That wasn't there. Go back. Hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. Yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone. Since you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name. I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same. Love it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away. You've been gone away. I forgot your middle name. I forgot your birthday. Your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Since you've been gone away so long. space. Said you needed more time to think, so you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurts so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek, or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was then. Go back. Hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone since you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Yeah. Since you've been gone away so long. Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think, so you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurts so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek, or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was then. Go back. Hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. If we try, yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone since you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Yeah. Since you've been gone away so long. Said you needed space, said you needed more time to think, so you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek, or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was then. Go back. Hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. Yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone, since you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away, since you've been gone away. You've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Since you've been gone away so long. Said you needed space, said you needed more time to think, so you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek, or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was then. Go back. Hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. Yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone, since you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, love birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Since you've been gone away so long. Said you needed space, said you needed more time to think, so you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek, or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was then. Go back. Hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. If we try, yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Since you've been gone away so long. Said you needed space, said you needed more time to think, so you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That